welcome back to the Harbingers D&D campaign. Woo! We are so psyched to be back to continue the story with you guys, to continue this adventure together. I guess without further ado, we don't have really any other announcements except we've got the shop, I think, right, Sierra? It's all put together. So if you guys want merchandise from the Harbingers, you can go check out our shop. If you guys want to see specific things in the shop, let us know. If there's any images you guys want to see, any products, let us know and we'll put it together. Without further ado, let us hop into the recap done by none other than Ray.
Oh, shoot, that's me. So, last time we had a big fight, big combat session against Cleo, the queen bee, as it were, the ruler of the Jackalwares. And throughout the fight, we had many twists, many a turn. It's best if you actually just watch it, but we had some people on the enemy's side turn to our side. We had different spells, different patterns of combat and stuff. Exciting stuff, you guys. And eventually, we were able to fight through Cleo and her lackeys, eventually knocking her unconscious. She had this mirror that she had summoned some kind of illusion out of. There was a drow elf that she was talking to before we even came into the room. They seem to have some kind of deal going on, so there's mysteries to go on that. Then, with Cleo on the ground unconscious, we sat around and pondered for whether we should finish her off or do we leave her alive? How is this even going to work? Even though I'm pretty sure our plan was to kill her from like the beginning, but yeah, oh well. I was on the party against killing her. At least Dusty was. Eventually giving in and letting them take her out, deal the final blow. We met a Jackaware fit. He's irrelevant because he's dead now, so don't worry. And then we also had some interesting name drops with the and the name is flying away from me. It's the thing that's related to the shadows and the drow.
Heralder.
The Heralder, thank you. Yeah, so we had a Heralder name drop. Apparently Cleo has been working with the Heralder. And for this reason, Nuri did not want Cleo to be alive. And we finished off last session searching for this. Have we confirmed that this is a member of the Valkyries? Is that confirmed? Because if it is, we're looking for her party. If it's not a member of the Valkyries, we're looking for someone else's party, right?
It has been confirmed.
Good.
Technically
confirmed. But we're looking for her party. That's kind of where we left off, with a bunch of corpses in the room and a chicken.
And a chicken, yes. Chicken was polymorphed by Morwyn, the member of the Valkyrie that is with you guys. She polymorphed the Jackalware into a chicken.
Yep. And I believe that is everything from me. I don't know if anyone else had any comments on it, but it's about as much as I remember.
Just that, like, Merilla was, like, just walking up to Morwen when we closed.
When we ended. Okay. Alrighty. And we will kick it off starting there. So you guys are in this giant cavern. Cleo is dead. All of the Jackalwares except for the one chicken Jackalware are dead, and chicken's still just clucking around. And yes, Merilla, you walk up to Morwen, who is kind of scratching at her arm. You can see it's a little red under where she's scratching. She still looks very beaten and bruised and just beaten up very badly. Very impatient, yes. She's like ready. We're ready to go.
It sounds like you came here with some people. Is that right? When did you
Yes,
save them?
my group, the Valkyries.
The Valkyries. Yes, that's who we were kind of following after. It was you guys.
Yes, it was. We were tasked with coming here, and things just turned for the worst. We need to go find them right now.
We agree. And she like turns back to everybody else to see how they're doing. Like if they're ready to go.
Does anybody else need healing?
I am at 16 hit points.
Okay, let me heal you. So Dusty is going to cast let's see. Let's do Goodberry. He's gonna cast Goodberry and hand you the 10 berries. Each recovers 1 hit point.
Douse is doing fine.
Yeah, you barely were hurt.
Though being emotionally defeated after all of last session's situation, he's just gonna shrug and kind of just motion like, let's go. At Merilla, seeing if everybody's ready to
Okay.
Nuri will actually, while she's asking and she's been talking to her, she's gonna go behind the throne. And like, can one of these fire torches be moved at all, or are they like stuck in place?
All of the ones that are around the circle are stuck. They're like sconces, basically. So I guess like you could pull the torch out of them. The two that are on either side of the throne look to be in like standing, very tall candelabras, so you could like move them.
I'm gonna just move one behind the throne, so the shadowy area is not so shadowy.
Okay, you may do so.
And then I'll be ready.
Moving. As we start looking for the rest of your friends, the Valkyries, could you tell us what was that conversation about between what I guess is the Dark Elf and Cleo?
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Oh,
There's
sorry.
a lot of commotion out on my end real quick.
Okay, it was shoot, I just said it. Oh, Cleo, as we start heading out to find your friends, the rest of the Valkyries, could you tell us what that conversation was about between what I guess was a Dark Elf and Cleo?
It wasn't too much, but they were discussing plans of of a of a battle. She's kind of
Like they were
trying.
planning an attack?
Yes, I must confess I wasn't doing the best job at listening, but
You're probably in a lot of pain. Determined to be determined.
yes, I am in quite a bit of pain, but it's almost like I was in a bit of a dream when you all came in. Very long dream. She kind of shakes her head. Just as
Do you mind sharing the dream, Orwin?
Well, it was like this, just a dream feeling. It was like coming in and out of being present there and not being present.
Do you think you were affected by magic in some way?
it's possible. I mean, I am a mage, but I didn't feel any sort of magical charm on me. It
Thank you, Moran.
felt
I am.
it felt draining being around Cleo. Like every fiber of myself was just becoming weaker.
That's so cute. It was only when you were nearby Cleo. Did that stop when we came in?
Well, it was in this whole area, being in this den for a very long, for being in here for several days. It's that feeling, but it was always stronger when I was around her.
Oh, I see. And Marilla's gonna like try to like look back behind her and find Nuri. And like wonder if like she heard that.
Douse is gonna be
Nuri seems like she's been listening, but also like her attention's coming and going. So she's like scribbling some things. And then like so seems like some things may have been lost to Nuri. But she's also like picking up a piece of the bracelet, a piece of the mirror. Like
Excellent. And Marilla's
Putting it
gonna
in her
make
bag.
note of that.
And
one more
yeah,
question.
wait, and Douse was doing something real quick?
he's starting to get a little annoyed because he thought we were about to leave, and then all of a sudden we're sitting here talking. He's like,
Like, really?
he
Continue,
doesn't
Merilla.
say anything, but he's like, toe tapping.
Okay. Morwen actually does notice that, and she's like, I would like to find my friends. So,
Well, yes. We can talk more as we go. Sorry, that was my intention. I just have one more question, and she like starts to walk.
okay. Morwen does point out, which, just a reminder, because she pointed this out last session, or at least I think she pointed it out last session. The doorway over to your guys' right is where she said Cleo keeps her treasures. And she said that up back the way you guys came in, she knows the way to where her friends are being held.
But before that, is there a healer in your party, the Valkyrie Morwen? She's eyeing the like really red infected wound that Morwen has.
Is there a healer?
Yeah, in their party. No, Marilla's asking.
I have it written down. So let me see this real quick.
Okay.
Uh,
Is Amaris also manifesting something similar from her bite mark? Not that Merilla would have noticed yet, but I'm just curious.
no, it's just bloodied right now still. Not as much so because she's gotten a little bit of healing, but nothing seems to
Okay,
be
but
popping
this infection thing, I remember I'm infected.
Mhm.
What's up with that?
out. You don't know, so you don't feel anything. So I'm not gonna tell you anything right now.
I
Because
guess
you
we'll
don't
find out later.
Oh
Woo. There is not a healer among the Valkyries. There is a mage,
Okay.
which is Morwen, her. There's a paladin, a barbarian, and a ranger. So that's them.
They have some form of healing.
Yeah. Morwen starts heading out in the direction of the doorway and kind of stops by the snakes.
Marilla follows her.
Yeah, they'll let him through.
Quick question: how do we need to prepare to run through this place to go save your friends? Because if so, do we want to see if there was any weapons that Chloe left behind in her treasure vault before? Just
There will most likely be people, more jaguars, on the way to the dungeon that she's holding them in. If you guys wanted to check out the treasury first, we can. I just want to get to them as soon as we can.
I understand. I
See?
was more of thinking, making sure that we're prepared to fight through and save your friends and get out, so that we're not.
I mean, they've been in there this long, they can wait a little bit, I guess.
Well, Morwen, you're way more patient than I am. I'm ready to go with you.
Yeah.
In fact,
Do we
I think
wanna-
we should be a scouting party and just leave without them.
It's a passing thought. We can go right now and save our friends.
Don't know if that would be safe. Wherever we go, we should stick together.
Yes. Do we want to deal with this chicken? And Dusty kind of like points over towards the chicken across the way. Isn't he gonna like transform back soon?
In an hour, but if we hit him right now, he'll transform back immediately.
All right.
Oh. Merilla walks up and she picks up the chicken.
Roll animal handling.
Okay.
'Cause
I'm
we've
gonna
tried
try to
picking
like
up
stick
chickens
it
before.
underneath her arm. Okay, I need to find. Sorry, I forgot to pull this up beforehand. Animal handling. Yes.
Mhm. Mind asking, how's everyone doing for me? How's everyone doing?
So far,
Oh,
so good. I mean, Merilla just
good,
rolled a
good.
10 on animal handling, so maybe not.
Ooh.
Yeah, doing good, Frank.
Wait.
Appreciate the cat.
I can imitate what the chicken does when you bend down to pick it up. It's like its wings are just kind of like spread out, and it's just
Yep.
Yes, Megan,
Not
that was a
gonna be picked
beautiful
up easily.
image there.
Excellent.
There we go. So you try to pick up the chicken, and it seems like you're about to grab it, but it just darts out of the way, just barely.
Merilla just kind of grumbles under her breath a little bit.
Oh. Okay, Frank XD787, the stream keeps stopping and coming back. I am so sorry. My internet connection has not been the greatest. I've been trying to keep it up. But if it does stop, we will continue starting it again. Here's for hoping that it continues going well. Right, y'all?
Yeah, hopefully. Worst comes to worst, you can always watch the recording on YouTube.
Yes,
So-
recording it gets posted at 4:30 tomorrow p.m. 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. So it's the recording and it's on YouTube. The low latency toggle. I have no idea what that is.
Oh, that's for viewers. Not.
Oh, okay, that's for viewers. Okay. All right. Well, that's going on. The chicken just kind of runs off a little bit. What are you guys gonna do? Go to the treasury first or go to the dungeon first?
Well, as soon as word gets out that the leader is deceased, we're gonna have a nice extra handful of Jockawares to fight. It might be good to gear up a little bit before we leave.
Yeah, I mean, I could go either way, but I do lean towards let's make sure we're prepared because we're most likely not going to be able to come back here.
Morwen nods and is like, well, I'm sticking with the group, so whatever you guys decide on, I'm there.
All right.
Nuri's
Any
just gonna
objections?
walk towards the door and be like, executive decision. We're going into the treasure.
Let's do it.
Does Morwen does Morwen also go into the treasury, or is she waiting outside?
But she will come with you guys.
Okay, then Merilla will also go.
Okay. Alrighty. You make sure I have something real quick. Okay, let me uncover this. Why can I not find that one specific card? One specific card. Okay. There's the card. Found it. Where'd the thing go? Alrighty. You guys open. Well, okay. You go to open the door, and it is locked.
Maybe there's a key somewhere. You could check Cleo.
That's a good idea. With how
That's
much
just
she
gonna-
loves treasures and how important it is, she probably wouldn't let the key be far away from her.
Probably not. And Dusty's gonna walk over towards her body and see if he can find a key on her.
Okay, roll
Charred
investigation.
remains.
Nice.
Yes, the charred remains.
Hey, I got one. Not a natural one, just a one.
It's there's just a lot of burnt flesh here. And she's a weird shaped creature of like a woman and you're trying to be respectful of like, the body. So you just can't really find anything.
Yeah, I don't really see it on her. Maybe somewhere else.
I mean, imagine like the little kid poking a dead thing with a stick, where she's just like not wanting to get close to it.
Yeah.
Nuri is going to just hold her quill up and cast magic missile on the lock and just see if she can destroy it.
Let's go.
I mean, Douse is about to kick it down, but okay.
You see Douse is like gearing
close.
up for a kick, right? As you just like cast magic missile, 3 little darts go pew pew pew, and the lock just fries and breaks open.
Open the door.
I guess
Okay,
that's one
you
way
can
to do
click-
it.
You can click the door to open it.
Oh, sorry, Douse. I didn't realize you were gonna.
No, by all
Okay.
means. I just didn't want to fiddle with the lock because I know we're on time crunch.
Go inside.
As you come inside, you see a bare room with what looks to be a magic portal, like in the center. So it's like the ground is like covered in arcane runes, and there's this little glowing light in the runes.
Are we sure this is the treasure room?
It's probably past the portal.
Morwen nods. She goes, they bring all the treasure in there.
Just how long exactly have you been inside this den, Morwen?
Long enough to, look, not even doing it. Long enough to garner a few things.
A few days? Wow.
It's hard to tell down here where there's not really a daylight cycle.
Oh gosh, when was the last time you ate?
I don't remember.
Marilla's like already digging around in her bag. While everybody else is doing whatever they're doing with the portal.
Merilla digging around for food.
What food does she even have right now?
Who knows? You can always ask Douse for his baker's bag.
She does
Or
not
did
want
you-
to talk to him right now.
Alrighty. Yeah. What are you guys doing?
Maybe someone can figure out how to open it. Nuri, you're good with magic and spells and stuff. Do you have any ideas?
Could be open already. Could be a one-way thing.
I I'm starting to feel like this is too much work than our needs to be, so we might just want to go save those people. I thought this was just going to be a room of treasure. But if we're
High or low?
dealing with who?
Douse.
Hi.
Hey, oh, I dropped the card. You just see Morwen. She kind of steps away from Merilla and just goes YOLO and walks on top of the runes.
It was like we
She
were
just
dealing with
goes.
uncertainties here. Okay.
She's also a sorcerer, and she's just like, nah, I don't care. She walks onto it, and you see her vanish as she walks on top of it.
Merilla with like a broken piece of day's ration like follows her like, wait, Morwen!
And you go in.
Yep.
Now, we still don't know what happened to those people. We could just leave.
Well, you
Merilla.
vanished.
Leaving Merilla.
Well, Marilla's
Morwen,
pack is back
sure,
there
but
still, by the
Merilla?
way.
Okay, don't move your character, Merilla. I'm gonna move it for you.
Okay.
Just saying.
Nuri's just gonna be walking around the ruins. She's not entering them, she's just walking around, riding down the ruins.
Douse still isn't trusting of what's going on. Any sign of them coming back?
Not yet. Merilla. You
Yeah,
and
sorry,
Morwen.
my map was doing something weird. It doesn't. I can
Sorry, it
kind of
was
see
'cause
what
I
it
was
is, but it
moving
like
around.
minimized everything really small.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Hold
just
up.
put you into the area.
Yeah, I can see some things, but I don't know what to role play because I can't see it quite clear enough yet.
Okay, so let me describe the room real
Oh, here
quick.
we go.
So you enter into this room that is just like this dirt ground, a little bit of sand here and there, but it is this absolutely beautiful desert garden. And you see actually in the corner there's like a little like waterfall with like a really tiny stream kind of going through. It just looks like a very well tended garden with like lots of cactus and shrubs and greasewood and stuff in there, like all desert plants. But Morwen's kind of like looking around, and she just turns to you and she goes, "Shh." And she points over to a shrub that doesn't look quite so deserty. It looks like a giant mushroom with like holes on the top. And she had message, right? Because she messaged you. She's going to do message to you, and she'll say, "Those are shriekers. Don't disturb the plants, or they'll start screaming."
And she like offers the bit of ration that she ran in with.
And Morwen's just going to gratefully take it, and it's gone within seconds.
So Merilla is gonna message her back, saying like, "What do you propose we do? Do we walk past them?" She's kind of like looking around, looking for any like treasure type of things.
Morwen also kind of like looks around, and she responds. She goes, "You could probably just go back through the portal. It doesn't look like there's anything in here."
Can I roll Arcana on the stream of water that you described?
Yes, you can.
Cool beans. 23?
23 works. Okay. You can kind of come over to the edge of the stream that is kind of like nearby you without disturbing any of the plants.
Yeah.
And from your Arcana check, you can tell that it is magical in nature. That there is some sort of magic that's keeping it flowing here, like the water cycling through. But you can tell that there is an additional magical property to the water.
Merilla's gonna turn back to Mormon and kind of like beckon her over with the.
She comes over.
She messages her. I think this water's magic. It might be good to maybe wash your wound in it. I don't know what kind of magic, but I'm pretty sure it's a good kind.
And your
Here's this
first
magic
thought
water.
is stick my wound in it.
Well, yes. I mean, I'll drink it right now. And she dips her hand in and she drinks some of it.
Merilla.
We're gonna find some stuff out.
What if it was poison?
Well, magic poison. Cool beans. She's dead.
I am hoping this is like a wild magic potion or something.
Guys, can we just take appreciation in the fact that these are both sorcerers that are just like magic? Woo!
Well, it must be something special. Otherwise, it wouldn't be past a portal. And I'm pretty sure Marilla's slightly average intelligence would be able to tell that.
Yeah, you can. As you drink that, roll. What was it? Roll 3d12.
3d12?
Yes, and tell me the total sum of them.
Ooh, carpet.
Only good outcomes.
Okay. I need you to gain that amount of healing.
Yeah. No. Well, she is definitely fully healed.
That's a huge heal.
Yeah.
So Merilla feels this like tingling and she sees like what little scrapes she got. She feels that cut that she got on her back just like re-seal back together.
Mhm.
And she just take Morwen's arm and she's like, well, gently, not to cause a sound, but it's like,
Mhm.
we're doing this.
Morwen will let you because, you know, one magic user to the other. She knows that you just drank it. You're not going to stick her arm in poison.
Logic. I love it when fellow
She
people
doesn't
are
know.
logical.
That could have
Anyway,
been a charm.
I mean, it could have been, but, you know, sorcerer to another sorcerer. It's fine. Morwen lets you do it, and the like rash that had come from her like nervous like scratching heals completely over, and Morwen's kind of like big eyes, and she just like scoops her hands up and starts drinking, lapping up this water. And you notice that a lot of like the cuts and bruises that were on her start to fade and heal over. These deep cuts that were on her just scab over, and then the scab itself heals, leaving no more blemishes. You do notice though that the heavy bags under her eyes do not fade. But she seems very exhausted, but healed.
Marilla's gonna message her and say, "Do you have? Well, you don't really have anything, but how can we take some of this back with us?" She's like thinking through everything she has. And she takes her water skin, she just dumps it in, and she just and then just shoves the whole thing in the river water. As she lets it fill up.
You can fill up your entire water skin full of the magic water. She just kind of like pats herself, and she's like, I've got nothing on me.
It's all right. I realized that halfway through my question.
She goes, I can assume that the portal acts as a two-way because it's the only thing that leads to an exit here. So we could probably come back and forth.
What's a brilliant idea? Yes, let's do that. Casting message again to say that.
Oh, message is so awesome.
It is so freaking awesome.
Yeah. So you guys can sneak back over to the portal and enter back through.
Beans, I'll let you move her from point A to point B.
It's hard because it's like all the way over there. Oh, wait. I forgot. You guys don't actually go straight back.
Oh well.
You guys enter into another room.
Oh, cool.
Do you see where you are?
What happened to my map?
Well, you enter into another room that you appear into, and there is gold and silver and platinum and magic items galore.
Merilla looks around for anything that like might be slightly intelligent.
There is nothing there's nothing slightly intelligent that you can perceive.
Okay, and then out loud she says, I like the other room better.
Well, Molwyn's like eyes again popped open and she goes, this has so much money in it.
It's just metal. I mean, it's nice to have, I guess, but it's just
It's just metal. Okay, we're gonna pause there real quick, and we're gonna come back to the main group. So they've been gone for a couple minutes now.
Maybe they found something.
Or they're not coming back.
Evaporated.
Yeah, those are options. So what do we do then? Are we going to go in after them, or?
I mean, we could send your snake.
Yeah, I don't see why not. And he's gonna call over another snake. He has one already in the room, and he's calling over the other one. Yeah, he's gonna
Alrighty.
call over a second one. And he's going to instruct it, go through this portal and follow any other portals you find till you get to here.
Okay, it goes through the portal. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it right there, and we're just gonna delete. Come all the way over here. It goes through. You see this beautiful garden area, or I guess you don't see it, but it sees the beautiful garden area. Can you see through
Besides,
your
that's where it
snake?
lives.
I cannot. I cannot
Okay.
see through my snakes.
Well, then it goes back through the portal again. Come on. And then pops up in a giant treasure room. Merilla and Morwyn, you see one of the giant snakes just like pop through. Um,
why is one of Dusty snakes here? Oh, and she remembers stuff that Douse was saying. She's gonna try to like snatch up the snake if it looks like it's about to dive back in.
it is about to go back in, but it is a large snake.
Okay, she's gonna try to like hold it down, like to keep it
Okay.
there.
Roll animal handling.
Again?
Oh boy. Very good.
Ooh. Animal handling. 20. Not a nat 20, but 20.
Okay. You can somehow manage to keep this large snake from going through the portal as you just like hold on to it. And it seems to like kind of be quirking its head a little bit in confusion.
Merilla, in explanation to Morwen, if she's paying attention, even if she's not, she's still like looks over to Morwen and she's like, I used to wrestle eels that when I was to sail out of the sea. Still
Morwen
visiting me. These young bones of mine. And then she's gonna look around for anything that's like, is there any like gold ribbon or anything that's like she can tie onto the snake?
Let's see. I'm sure you can find some form of string in.
Say that because I can't think of anything she has on her that she'd be willing.
You can find let me see. You actually do find like a sash. That right now it's just a red sash.
Right now it's just a red sash.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry. It's
okay.
a red sash.
So she takes it as she's still like holding the snake, and she's gonna tie it around it like a bow, big red bow.
Okay.
And then she's just gonna chuck it through the portal.
Chuck the snake through the portal. You
Makes
can
it look
kind
like
of
you want to go back. She's like, okay.
you can kind of
And she
nudge
knows
it
it's one of
towards the
Dusty's
portal,
snakes.
and it'll go through. Okay, it goes through and pops back out. And comes back to you, Dusty, and you see a red sash tied in a bow around it.
Huh.
Are we sure that's the same snake?
He kind of like looks up at it and like looks at both sides of its head, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure."
Why does it have a bow on it?
I don't know. Maybe that's what happens when you come back through the portal.
Come out with a bow.
Does something happen? He's gonna like look at Nuri. Can that happen?
I mean, it could. It was gone for a while. We don't know what's on the other side. For sure. There could be golems that put bows on people. Who knows?
Yeah, it seems
That's a
unharmed,
terrifying
though.
thought.
But I think we should be safe to enter now.
All right, let's go. Douse will file in behind everybody just because he's still hesitant to go through a portal.
Yeah, Dusty will go through.
So is everyone going through?
Should someone stay to keep guard?
Merilla's pack is still with you guys.
Good question.
We have the snakes.
Yeah, I'm gonna call some of the snakes. I'm gonna call 4 of them to stay in this room and 1 of them to come with us.
What are you doing with the one
blocking the first door?
Yeah, what I'm thinking is we'll leave like 2 at this door, then like 2 here.
Just maneuver your snakes around where you want them.
Yeah, I'll move them around. That's easiest. Here, hold on. Like this. Boom, boom. And then these 2, they'll come in this room with us. Oh. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. And then the one that has the bow will come with us.
That has to be a reoccurring pet now.
the snake.
I've been planning a name for it when she sees it again.
And he'll instruct them to guard the areas they're at from jackalwares approaching.
Okay. The one with the bow is coming with you?
Yep. And then he'll walk on through.
Okay. I'm gonna just delete you guys momentarily and paste you guys in the area.
I have been deleted.
Okay. You guys pop up in this area, in this beautiful hidden garden with a little stream kind of running through it.
Oh.
Can I make a perception check just to see if anything crazy or dangerous?
Make a perception check. Make it.
Can I help her?
Nature. You can make a nature check. One of you can do nature. One of you can do perception. How about that?
I'm gonna do perception.
Okay, then I guess I'm doing nature.
Well, not very good. It's a 9.
Well, I got a 16 on nature.
Okay. Nuri, you see what you see. You do notice, like, it is a little weird to have a waterfall. There has to be some sort of, like, magic behind how the water is there and how it's flowing. That's what you notice. Amaris, you can notice these giant mushrooms with, like, little holes in them. They look like this. Screen away. But you notice those, and you notice that they don't look like normal desert plants to you.
Guys, I think we should be pretty careful here.
Yeah. Dusty turns to his snake and he says, "Did you just head back through that portal? Did you happen to see Merilla and our new friend?" He asks the snake.
Can the snake respond?
Yeah, it's a beast, so with my bestial speech, I can actually just talk to it.
Okay. It goes.
Microphone is cutting you off.
No!
Sadly.
I
That
saw
was also partly my
them.
fault.
Can you hear? I
I bet
saw
it's an
them.
awesome snake voice, but it's not working.
Can you
But
hear?
I heard
I saw them.
I saw them, yes.
I saw
Okay.
them.
Hmm.
I went through this portal
Good.
against him.
Dusty kind of like
Okay.
turns towards the party and he says, the snake says that he just continued back through this portal and T saw Merilla on the other side.
Well, that answers one question.
Just put my hands up, but I walk through the portal again.
All right. And Dusty will go through the portal.
Right.
Okay.
Douse will follow as well.
Welcome.
There wasn't anything special in the garden, right?
Nothing that you
Probably not.
noticed.
Probably not.
All right, and you guys appear in a giant treasury. And you see Morwin and Merilla, and they are just like investigating all the stuff and looking at all the goodies.
Does the snake with the red bow come back through the portal?
It does.
Sally, you're back!
Ali?
The snake with the red bow.
Oh, okay.
Sally the snake. I thought it was rather clever.
Yeah, no, it's good.
So what have Morwin and Marilla kind of sized up in this treasure hoard?
Let's see. You have found like a lot of gold and platinum and stuff. Lots of money. You have also found a couple of unique, interesting items kind of hidden among this area. One of note is a mace that has the head of a cactus as like the spikes on the base.
Bludgeoning part.
Yes, it's called cactus mace.
Well, that's clever.
Creative name.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It makes sense.
Cactus juice.
You also see a smooth redwood staff that's just leaning up against one side of the wall. You see a kind of like wrinkled up dark colored scarf, that's just like also littered in the pile. Let's see. You see a diadem that has the symbol of a raven on the top. That's also hidden in there. And these are all items I'm assuming that you guys have found and you've kind of pulled out of the piles of money and are setting them on the edges.
You said the one with it's a diadem?
It's a diadem, kind of like a little thin crown almost, silver.
Like a
silver
circlet?
crown. Yeah, like a circlet, like a silver circlet. But it has a symbol, a very small symbol of a raven on the front.
Why does it sound familiar?
And that's all you're able to discover up to the point that everyone else arrives. Ravenclaw's
Guys.
diadem.
Guys, we have found it. We have found Ravenclaw's diadem.
You
It
did
was
it!
never in Hogwarts. It's been here all along.
It's been here all along.
In Dungeons and Dragons. That's so funny.
No way. Good.
All right.
Let's collect some of this stuff. Also,
Douse is going to be speechless, and he's all right. We are on a time crunch. Let's only look for the necessary stuff. We don't need to spend too much time here because we do want to help your friends.
yeah.
We're already collecting up platinum and gold.
Forget the gold, just grab platinum. Platinum's worth more than gold, just grab platinum.
Right, we're just grabbing platinum and anything that would look good with her desert outfit or her standard outfit.
That's
As long as it looks good. Exactly.
As long as it looks good.
Who has the bag of holding?
We don't have a bag of holding.
We don't have it because Douse sold it.
Yeah, Douse doesn't have a bag of holding.
Oh, I thought
No.
Douse
for
had it.
endless water.
I had it for a little bit, but I sold it for my canter of endless water. It was a necessity. I had
Well,
a
in that
patron.
case, Morwen goes, man, I wish I had my bag of holding on me right now.
Yeah, that would be quite handy. Well, let's grab the more important equipment. That staff looks valuable along with the other things. Let's grab those.
I can roll a list of I'm gonna list off the rest of the items that you guys can kind of like pinpoint in the piles of stuff. You
Has
also
someone
find
been writing this down? Because I didn't write down the stuff that was found before we arrived.
Oh, we were setting it aside, so you probably saw it like when you entered in.
I'm gonna start from the beginning again, because you guys will see some of these items set out on the side, and then others you'll find pinpointed in. You find a mace and I'm not giving out like the names of what they're called quite yet. I'm just describing what they are. You find a mace that has the head of a cactus on it. There's the and then the sash is on the snake. You find a red staff leaning against the wall. There is a scarf that's all like kind of scrunched up and wrinkled and stuff like that. There is the circlet, the diadem that has the little raven symbol on it. It's silver. And then those were all the ones that were set aside. Now, these are things that you guys see amongst all the gold and stuff. You see a little piggy bank that's just sitting at the top of one of the piles.
And she robbed a child?
Wouldn't put it past her. If it's shiny,
that's sad.
She didn't rob a child. That was hers from her own childhood.
Piggy bank.
Maybe that's why she's obsessed with treasure.
There is a silver ring with a red tiger's eye stone on it. And then one of you already has the cloak that was on Cleo. I think that's Megan has it.
No, Merilla stole it.
Oh, Merilla has
Merilla
it.
grabbed it first.
The Sandstorm
Okay,
Dancer.
she's stolen.
Okay. Then there is another staff. That just looks like a wooden staff, kind of like a walking stick. And then there appears to be a sword, like a rapier, and the hilt is made of clear quartz and contains an hourglass with sand inside of it.
Wait, that's the sword?
Yeah, the sword hilt. Like imagine, have you guys seen the Prince of Persia? And like the dagger
Yeah.
that has the hilt
Yeah.
that's got the sand in it and stuff that kind of is like an hourglass?
Mhm.
Imagine that hilt on a rapier.
Very cool.
Yeah. And those are all of the items that you see. So if any of them interest you, you gotta let me know.
Oh, I'm going for the rapier.
Okay.
I'm proficient in it. I can go for it.
Alrighty.
Nuri would just be pulling all of it, all the stuff that we saw out and be like giving to whoever who has hands. Just take it all.
Take it all.
There's no
so how
time to
long-
figure out what any of it means, so just take it.
So if we're quick and we don't really like think about what we're grabbing, how long will this take?
If you are quick, you just kind of grab whatever. You can grab all of these items. Plus you can each grab about like 20 platinum. Just like if you're trying to be quick and leave.
Yeah. And how much time would that take? Because I'm wondering, because if my snake disappears in an hour from when I first cast it.
Okay.
So, and whenever my snake disappears, that means the jackal
Chicken.
on the other side is also not a chicken anymore.
Mm-hmm. I would say all of this takes about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Douse would probably go for because he doesn't need weapons or anything. He'd probably go for small things he could wear, so that would be the ring, and then maybe the red scarf and
You mean the bow that's on the snake?
Well, you said there was a scarf that was wrinkled, and then there was also a red sash that's on the snake.
Oh, yeah. The red
Yeah.
sash is on the snake, and then there is a scarf. Yes.
yeah, the scarf. Sorry.
Okay. So the ring and the scarf are snagged by
And
Douse
maybe
for
the-
now.
Maybe the walking stick if someone didn't beat him to it, just to be like, all right, got these things, let's go.
I'll grab the redwood staff.
Okay. And these
Good
can
for
also
Duffy.
be interchanged around the party as well afterwards.
I've got the rapier.
There's also
There's the mace, the sash on the snake, the raven diadem, and then the piggy bank. I think that's it.
There's actually quite a bit left.
There it is.
I think Amaris is going to grab the diadem too.
I was waiting for that.
wait, who what?
I was waiting for
Amaris.
Amaris to get the the raven diadem.
Okay.
Because Merilla would have the first say because she was in the room first.
Yeah, so what's
She was
the
just
first
setting
thing
stuff
you grab?
aside.
Okay.
Okay. And Dallas isn't specifically taking things for himself. He's just packing it up and like, all right, we got stuff, let's go.
All right.
Nuri would just grab the stuff that's left, which is the mace and the piggy bank. That's the only thing we haven't grabbed, so she would just grab those. And be like, I can't use a mace, but someone will have it eventually. Let's get out of here.
Yep. Let's move.
Okay.
And as we leave, Merilla is gonna note to Nuri, like, "Oh, don't you think Tax might like that piggy bank? It's rather cute."
Maybe. Let's just make sure it's not cursed first.
Oh, yes, excellent idea. She has enough curses in her life.
I really
That's
want
one
to be
way
like,
to put it.
who's Tax?
No.
Not again.
Okay, I deleted all of y'all and I'm moving you back here.
And then each of us grab 20 platinum as well.
Yeah.
All right.
For lore reasons, I'm gonna be mean to myself and I'm gonna say Merilla grabbed 20 gold instead.
Okay.
She's allergic.
Oh.
And you guys can also come back if, things permit. You know where it is.
Yeah.
You notice
Okay.
that Morwen was like stuffing her pockets with gold and platinum.
When we come back through the portal, I don't know if this will work, but Nuri's going to try it. She's going to take her dagger and like rip it across the runes on the ground to see if she can destroy the portal.
Wait, instead of having
We're
us
not
go
getting
back
back
through
in
it?
there.
Once everyone gets
in case
through.
the player forgot.
Everyone did come through.
Oh, after. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, everyone did come through.
Betrayal.
And you slash your dagger through, and nothing happens. So.
So the magic is not coming from the ruins then. The runes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
We got our stuff. Let's go save our friend.
Yep. Let's go. And Dusty's
We
gonna
can ask that question afterwards. We have people who are suffering.
Oh my gosh.
Dusty's...
Guys, if I were a player right now, I just thought of something you could have totally done. You could have just had Dusty eat a bunch of the gold into the,
Start consuming.
We don't know what
know.
happens when he eats, though. We don't know.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
You
And
guys
Douse still doesn't know.
I mean, technically, Nuri knows that Douse doesn't need to eat, but I don't think she fully comprehends why he doesn't need to eat. Exactly,
Yes.
necessarily. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not
Well, Dusty, I
I
just
know we can
came
keep
up
a
with that
scorpion
idea.
in there, but
We also don't know how much space he has.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Merilla has her gold coins and she does her stuff for the backpack and she puts it back on and shuffles, make sure her capes works, and she follows.
Oh my goodness. Dusty, your menagerie of snakes.
The line of snakes. Hold on, this one's the one with the ribbon.
All right, everybody, line up.
Line up. Get behind me. We're about to go off. Head count.
Okay. Morwen will head the front, and she's just going to head out the door.
All right.
Douse is gonna follow suit because he's.
Merilla's right behind Morwen.
She also rolled really bad at her stealth, so she's just jangling from all the coins in her pocket as she's just waltzing around, basically.
I feel like even if I rolled stealth, that wouldn't change anything.
Yeah. All right, she's going.
I mean, yeah, Douse is following her.
This line of snakes is killing me.
Yeah, I'm gonna stack them. I think that's easier.
Yeah, you probably should just stack them all.
There we go. They're all stacked. Good. Did I miss
my
any?
internet just gimmick. Did you hear me when I said Merilla's right behind Morwen?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I do not know where Merilla's token is, though.
It's
okay.
still the room, sadly.
There you go.
Cool. Thank you.
Alright. Morrowind comes down this hallway.
Which one's this one? Okay, there we go. Never mind, I found it.
Down this way.
The other way. Okay.
And comes down into this room.
You know,
This is
Morwin,
really-
after we drink that healing water, you still have these awful bags underneath your eyes. Are you still not feeling good? Do you feel better?
It's probably because I haven't slept in a while. Or at least gotten a
Oh,
decent
that makes a
night's
lot of
sleep.
sense. All right then.
She's like, I definitely don't look well. I knew that. She points it through this door. Oh, wait. How did they bring her there? Okay, yeah. She says, through this door, then another door. Because they used to, what she explains, which I'm not going to do in her voice right now, what she explains is that during the time she was here at the beginning, they were torturing her and her friends, trying to convince them to shift sides. And eventually they killed one of the friends, one of the Valkyries. And that one of them are also extremely sick right now. And they basically were able to beat the rest of her friends to the point that Morwin would do whatever they asked of her just to stop them from killing the rest of her friends.
Horrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you were so determined. Wow, you and your party have such a tight bond.
We've been together for a very long time. We're basically sisters.
I thought
All right.
so.
Well, let's find who's left.
Yes. Okay. She just opens the door, walks in,
Perfect.
and there's a whole bunch of jackal-wares.
Good.
And they all kind of like turn to like look at her, and she just kind of like stops for a second and just looks at them. And there's like this stare off happening,
Oh no.
and then she casts Fireball.
Excellent.
That works.
She just boom.
Who's gonna move first? She did.
Who's burning? She's gonna shoot Fireball over here, so it's only gonna hit these guys, which means they have to make a. Gotta search a Fireball. Oh no, not Chaos. We're gonna search fire.
It's like a
Fireball.
20-foot diameter.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yes.
Oh. Also, Dusty is going to command his snakes to attack them. As the door opens, as soon as she puts out a finger, Dusty's like, destroy them. He like bites forward.
Exactly. Okay. So everyone roll for initiative real quick. And if you click initiative on your character sheet, it should automatically add you to the turn order.
As long as you click your character's token first.
Oh yes, if you click your character's token first.
Nice. I wonder if I could do it for my snakes too. Because
Oh!
we got the natural 22 initiative. Let's
Dang.
go. Down.
We're also
However,
playing
he's like,
A natural 1 initiative. Let's go, Nuri.
we got the spectrum.
be gone. Oh, there's 2 natural ones. Let's go.
No.
Not one nerds. Not one nerds.
We need them to make a comeback. Just for those watching, we do play by a homebrew rule here as well. Where I'm so sorry. That if you roll a natural 20 on your initiative roll, you get an extra action for your first turn in the round. In that battle. We also play with the if you roll a nat 1, you lose your first action of your first turn.
Yay.
It all balances out in the end. It all balances out in the end.
It does. A little bit. Okay, guys. So we're gonna do the damage from the fireball first, and then we're gonna start at the top of the round, which would be Douse with his net 20. So be prepared, Douse.
He has to
Punch
walk
him.
through 1, 2, 3 different people to even get to be useful.
Okay, they both
We get 2
succeeded.
turns, so
Yeah, plus
Well,
they're
you
on
get
your
2
team.
actions on your turn.
oh,
So it's still 1 bonus action, 1 thing of movement. It's just an extra action he can take.
Yeah. Plus they're on your team, so it's probably fine. We'll scooch to the side as you push past us. That's up for DM though.
Yeah, you guys you can move through friendlies. You just can't end
good.
your space in you can't end your space end your movement in a space that's occupied. Also, thanks, Quantum Leap. You asked. What am I rolling? I'm rolling 86. Wait, no, she's doing it
She's
at a
rolling
higher
86,
level.
guys.
No, it's 96, sorry.
96? That's even more than 86.
fireball.
Yeah, she was doing it at a higher level. That's 41 points of damage. They both succeeded, so that'll be half. So that'll be half rounded down, so it'd be 20. This guy just straight up dies. He only had 18 health.
Outplayed. Outplayed, to be honest. Get left-clicked, nerd.
Exactly. Boom. Just straight up dies. Alrighty. That was the surprise round. Now it goes to Douse. Douse, it's your turn.
Okay. Douse is gonna come in. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 20 feet. If I can get my ruler. Whatever. That should be 20 feet. That was 4 squares. Look around for the closest person, who's this guy over here. Can I ping you? Yeah. I can't ping, but he's right there. And he's just gonna take 2 attacks. Well, he'll take his first attack, and we'll see what happens from there. 17 plus. There's plus 5. So that is a 22 to hit.
22 to hit. 22 hits.
Yep. He's just so eager to get in there and to save these people that he kind of just pushes people aside, runs through, and says, I got him! Gah! So first one does 7 damage.
7 points of damage, okay.
And assuming the Jackware doesn't go down, he'll swing again.
All right, swing again.
For 17.
To hit, it hits.
Yay! 3 damage.
Alrighty.
A little winded, he just barely caught up to himself after pushing through. Yeah.
Push through everyone, pardon me, excuse me.
And and then he will spend a key for flurry of blows to try and finish this guy.
Okay.
So 2 more attacks. That's 23 to hit and
Hits.
a nat 20.
Nat 20, you get a double your damage for that one.
Let's go, crit.
Woo! You are on a roll
So-
tonight, Dane.
I know.
On
I
a
feel like
roll.
I'm too strong. I'm like, am I too
Literally.
strong?
Yeah, you're strong. Okay. Roll damage. And then one of them roll double damage because you hit twice.
Okay. First one's a 5, and then my double damage.
5 damage.
That's a 9.
9. Okay, how do you want to do this?
Douse is.
Just mercilessly beating this thing.
He's not
Let's
merciless. 'cause
save
he
Lamia.
cares deeply for people. So he goes over and think Black Widow stats, where he just kind of runs in, kind of swings a few times, slips behind the person, swings a few times, knocks them unconscious, and just leaves them on the floor.
Oh, you want to knock him unconscious with that last blow?
Yes,
Okay.
because he doesn't like killing.
Okay. He is
We
unconscious.
had that whole last session.
And you do still have an action.
I thought that was my action, because I took 2 regular attacks and then flurry of blows for my bonus action.
Oh, so you did an attack for... Because I thought you had a double attack as a monk.
I think I get. I do.
At
What's
level
that?
5? Probably? Because now 5 years get like, oh, that's actions.
Where is it? I think I do have a bonus action. I'll just. Can I hold that action if one of the guys comes closer to punch him?
So if you have a multi-attack action, it does not give you 2 separate actions. Instead, you do 1 action and you get 2 attacks on that 1 action.
Mm-hmm. And so,
Gotcha.
because you rolled a natural 20 on your initiative, our homebrew rule is that you get an additional action on
So
your
you
turn.
could use your action again to do your double attack.
Yeah, to do your multi-attack.
I mean, there's no one in range right now.
You can move. Unless your movement's gone.
No, that was my full movement.
That's
30
okay.
feet.
You can hold your action.
Yeah, you do have an action, so you can just hold it when someone gets close, punch you.
So when you hold your action, it's an if-then statement. If this happens, then I will do that. So what is your if-then?
If a jack-o'-lantern comes within striking distance, I will punch.
Okay. That is a good if-then statement.
Yes.
Just punch.
I'm a programmer. I work with if-thens a lot.
Alrighty, perfect. It goes down to the bad guy side. So the fireball comes bursting out, and this guy is not a huge fan of it. So he's gonna come and attack Morwen. And what is he doing? He is going to attack with his scimitar. Does he hit? Man, NPC on NPC violence. Who approved this? Oh, me.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh
me.
yeah, and misses.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, he's attacking again and got the same exact roll. How does...
It was a surprise.
Dang.
He wasn't prepared. He was just eating his lunch, you know?
He rolled really poorly.
He's on his lunch break.
Yeah, it is his lunch break. You can notice that this is like, there's like some bars along the side with some cabinets, and there's some like snacks, like a little cracker and cheese plate out right now.
If you look
Well,
on the
then-
door, there's a plaque that says break room.
Yes.
One of them
Please
has like a
only.
little bit of meat sticking out of the side of their mouth
Yeah.
when you first put it. They're like,
There's a picture that says employee of the month on there. And then she's like, there's
I
a
see.
calendar that's got
It's
a birthday
Friday now.
calendar.
Oh, that was a good idea, Sierra.
Oh, the employee of the month was Fit. Fit is the employee of the month.
Oh, no.
Now he's dead.
He's not the employee of the month anymore.
Yeah,
Was employee of the month.
was an employee of the month. Yeah. Douse. This Jackalware is going to be using his turn to come and punch you, so you can punch.
Ooh, that's a nat 1.
Oof.
Wow, I should start telling these.
Yeah, come on, Greg. We've had 3 nat ones now.
Yeah, total including the 2
To be
Jackalwares
fair,
that had night ones.
I've had 2 nat
Never
20s.
mind. I thought.
That's true. You have had 2 nat 20s. It was bound to like even out now. So you go into punch and you kind of strain your arm just a little bit. So from the punch, because it kind of like threw it over. So you're gonna get disadvantage on your next attack. Just on the first one.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
This guy though is gonna attack you. He's just a Jackalware, so he is going to attack you. 11 to hit.
That should miss. I believe
That
my AC is 14.
okay. He like stood up from the chair after you just punched his buddy to unconsciousness, and or at least
Yeah, my
to him it
AC
almost
is
looks like death. But he just like jumps up. You see that he's got like crumbs in his like fur on around his mouth as he just like scrambles to pull out his sword. You throw your punch, you strain your arm, and you're like, wah! And he goes in for the strike and totally misses you. It's kind of like a little embarrassing right now because you both have tried to hit each other and it just missed, and there's this little bit of like uncomfortable tension between you two.
You share like that awkward glance, like.
Ooh. Merilla, your turn.
Merilla kind of like almost peeks around Morwen. It's more like she like steps ish out enough to like see the Jackalware that's attacking her, since she's between the 2 of them, and she says to it, "I suggest you help us grant." Shoot, I had the phrase in my head. I was prepared. She's casting the suggest spell as she says, "I suggest you grant us safe passage till we get out of here." And he needs
they
to
have
save on a wisdom
Constitution-
saving throw.
wisdom.
14 is the DC.
He fails with a 7. Guys, it's when you make me make saves. My DM curse. Alrighty. You just see him kind of like go slack a little bit, and he just nods.
So, like, as a reminder, this isn't like a hypnosis spell, but it's not a spell that causes him obvious discomfort, other than maybe emotionally. But
yeah, no, he's not getting hypnotized or anything. He just kind of like goes like relaxed, you know.
But I just wanted to make sure that was clarified, understood.
Yeah, of course. And he steps actually to the side and kind of motions his arm in one way, forward. How long does suggestion last?
8 hours.
Hours, okay.
Or until they complete the action, right?
Yes. And it's a concentration spell, so if I lose my concentration, the spell ends.
Okay. Well, Morwen is going to use that action to get out of there. If one of his friends gets injured, does that also remove him?
So I think that's where it differs from charm.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yeah, so like it's
sorry, okay. So basically she's going to come. She's going to come off in this direction. She's just going to move past him and start heading towards this door.
Merilla follows her.
Okay. Which we'll say you do with your movement from your last turn, but it's now Dusty's turn.
Sorry.
Okay, so this one here is letting us pass. Is that correct? It didn't attack them when they made pass? Okay.
He's like holding
Dusty-
out his arm like a gesture, right? Like
Go on past.
Yes,
Okay.
like
In that case,
and the snakes are going for him right now
Yeah,
under your command.
yeah, in that case, Dusty's gonna say, leave the one closest to the door alone. And
Okay.
he's going to head that way. I think he can make it to here. And he's going to pull a puffball out of his magic item. He reaches into his small bag and he pulls out a ball of fluff. He tosses it into the air and it transforms into a giant goat.
A giant goat, alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
giant goat.
Gonna make sure I have the statistics on my.
I have a goat. I have a mule.
Oh, it actually has half CR. That's pretty good.
A ceaselessly screaming goat.
It never ends.
Oh!
It never ends.
Ah!
Yep. So yeah, there's a goat now. And now I have a goat and eight snakes. The 8 snakes, by the way, now are attacking the Jackalware. Pilot. Let's see, how many can I get surrounding him? We'll do a nice estimate. Since I can control where the goat spawns, I'll spawn him to my left, so that way some more snakes can get in.
Holy crud. The
We'll just say-
amount of snakes.
We'll just say they all just kind of like bite. One of them is going to try to use its constricting attack. I'll go quick. So this is the first constricting attack. Does a 9 hit?
9 does not hit.
10. Does a 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Okay. How about 23? 24.
24 does hit.
Okay. So that's 1 hit. I'm gonna roll 3 more. The rest are trying to bite it. One of them does a natural 20. Nice.
Oh, so that's going to be double damage.
Okay.
Technically, all these snakes also have advantage, but
That's more rolling.
That's more rolling. Okay. So
Needs advantage when you have an army of snakes.
does 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Okay, then 4 total hit. So first, the constricting attack does 1d8 plus 2. So that is 6 damage from the constriction attack. Then there is 1, 2, 3 bites connect. So that is, we'll just roll all that together. Roll.
And then one of them is
3,
doubled.
We'll do 4d8 then, because then that's just another dice like it crit.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
Plus 6. Okay. And does it work? I think I typed it wrong. Hold on.
You did type it wrong.
Yeah, I did. Hold on. Roll 4d8 plus 6. There we go. 27.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah, so the snakes can one of them curls around him, leaving just enough space for the other snakes to nip at him and bite at him.
Mhm.
And they just kind of envelop him, and he just kind of goes to the ground as the snakes kind of slither away from him with their job well done.
Douse is slightly mortified at seeing all these snakes just come out of nowhere
Yeah.
and just eat the guy next to him. It's like,
Hey, all's fair,
What is Sally the snake doing?
Sally tried to constrict it, but unfortunately did not. So it's just standing there on top of the corpse of one of the other Jackalwares. But that is the end of my turn.
Yeah, Sally the snake is just sitting on one of the corpses, just like, I did this. Be proud of me.
Me and my bow.
She's like, I can be beautiful yet deadly. Alrighty. With that, I guess combat is technically over. Nuri and Amaris, it didn't even have to get to your turn.
Oh, cool.
I was just like
Douse.
writing notes, and then there's like a kaboom and screams and biting and commotion, and I'm like, I look up and like the snakes are dispersing. I'm like, what?
You're like, what just happened?
Douse, though mortified, will drag the unconscious Jaguar to the corner and be like, I'm so sorry. What did I just see?
What did I just do?
He'll never be calm around a eel again when he goes home.
Nice.
He's like, oh no.
Merilla
High or
like
low,
kind of like
Dusty?
gestures at the Jaguar, like, aren't you gonna grant us safe passage till we get out of here?
He nods and doesn't seem to be much of a talker, and he comes over and unlocks this door that Morwin is standing in front of and opens it.
How kind. Thank
Sorry,
you.
Amaris, was there something you wanted to do?
She's standing by Nuri right now, and Nuri looks up and it's just like, wait, what just happened? And Amaris is just like, you don't want to know.
Oh,
Is everyone going through the doors?
yeah, we're just gonna follow him. I can't control my goat though. I need control of him
Oh.
so I can increase my stack. I have 10 tokens on the same square.
Holy crud.
Uh,
Controlled
while
by
she's doing
Gray.
that, Douse, can you roll? Well, not roll.
I gave you
High or
control.
low?
Hi.
It was low.
Oh no.
So as everyone's leaving the room, Nuri's going to see the picture of the employee of the month, which is Fit, and think of all the things he said about how they're going to run out and kill a bunch of people if we kill Cleo, who's now dead. And seeing the unconscious one, I'm gonna just pull out my knife and slit its throat, and then like roll it behind a table so when we come back through, the rest of the party can't see it. They'll think it's just unconscious.
Oh goodness.
And then
Oh,
I'll
gosh.
follow.
I thought you were
That's
gonna do
fine.
something to me before I left, so I was dragging my character back, but never mind.
Oh
It was
gosh.
whether or not killing it. She's like, okay, well, Douse doesn't want to kill them, but this guy said they'll all run out and kill everyone. So it's like, might as well kill them.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You may do so. And Dusty, you are moving your stack. Just keep moving until you find the rest of the group. Sierra and Maris, I'll help you out and move you guys.
You don't have to move me. I was just hanging back.
Oh, well, I guess Maris is moving herself too. Alrighty. Morwin is pretty much directing this guy, and she goes and she keeps whispering like, "Our safe passage is to when we exit the den."
Yes, thank you, Morwin.
She's like, just gotta clarify with these guys. Oopsies.
You're right.
And he unlocks and opens this door. Oopsies. Okay. And she comes on inside, just like pushes past him and comes inside, and it smells awful in here. You can see to the left, you can see a corpse of one of the Valkyries, a half-orc woman. As she comes running up over in this direction, you see an elf who is tending over a very sick dragonborn. all females, because the Valkyries. And Morwen just comes up and she whispers a little bit into the elf's ear. And the elf kind of like looks towards you guys and looks back at Morwen and nods. And she starts turning to the Dragonborn, that's what they're called. And she goes, Ruth, it's time. Gotta get up. And she starts draping her arm over her shoulder and like just without question.
If I may, Merilla's gonna approach and she's gonna whip out her, oh my gosh, water thing, and she's
Her
gonna
water
pull
skin?
a Lucy Pevensey, and she's gonna give her some of that water.
I love this. Alrighty. Roll 3d12 for her if you would like.
Excellent. 20.
20. Alrighty. She gets 20 healing. She doesn't look as like scabbed or hurt. The only problem is that this healing water does not cure disease or poison, things like that. You would need like a lesser restoration. But
Worth a shot.
yeah, worth the
She
shot,
moves
right?
easier though now, right?
She can move a lot easier. She's just still like coughing. The elf asks for a little bit of a sip as well.
Well, yes, of course.
And she
like reaches up.
drinks that.
But
No,
yes,
no,
it's
not
very
you.
potent, just a small
That's
sweet.
okay.
I'm gonna say she also got 20 from that.
Is Nuri in the room?
Not really. I'm still in the hallway behind.
Okay.
She probably reached the room at this point and is examining the dead body.
And Merilla's gonna offer her some as well.
I'll drink it, sure.
Hey, the healing water, you know, in that room with all the garden and stuff, plants before the treasure stuff.
Oh, this is water from there. Oh, cool.
Just a small swig, it's rather potent.
Small swig.
Sierra, roll 3d12 and gain the healing from that.
Cool.
Okay. With that, Morwen goes over and tries to pick up the half-orc girl, but she also is a weak sorcerer and is attempting and not doing very well.
Douse will help her out.
Okay. So with both of you guys, you're able to pick up the half-orc woman.
I do have my goat. We could just put her on top of there.
Actually,
It's a
yeah,
large beast.
I'm gonna give you control then over the half-orc.
11 tokens.
Over 11 tokens. You now have control over the half-orc too. There we go. So Douse, you help put it on the goat.
Yep.
There we go. And Morwen and her friend, her elf friend, who she introduces herself as Zaya. The Dragonborn is Ruth. I will write these names into the Discord chat. Let's do that. So Ruth is the Dragonborn. And then Zaya Holst is the elf. Alrighty. Ruth Ruth, Zaya, and Morwen. And I can write Morwen's name in the chat again too, so people know how to spell it. Morwen. Alrighty. Alrighty. So with that, Morwen just turns to you guys and she goes, "All right, get us out of here."
Yes,
Alright.
please, Mr. Jackaware.
The Jackalware begins to lead you guys. I'm just gonna bring him into that room again. All of these peach. We'll move right over here. Are there any other stops you guys wanted to make along the way? Did you want to go back to the rooms?
Merilla would probably like really want to refill her water thing. But that's probably way too far. That's okay. We won't do it.
If the rest of the party
Douse-
wants to go.
Douse will be taking point trying to make sure people got out safely. That's his priority.
Yeah, it would be good to circle back for the coinage. How are the Valkyries looking? Are they pretty beat up?
They
Yeah.
actually look a lot better now. They were pretty beat up. But with the healing they received, they're looking a lot better. They're not like they look like they've got a little pep in their step.
Okay. Then maybe we can cycle back. Dusty, he'll say, well, if y'all don't mind, there is also the treasury that we could go gather some more supplies from. We have extra pockets now with the two more of you.
Yes,
More
we could, but
when-
it's also more time when other Jackaways might find us.
I suppose that's true.
Morwen actually comes over as we're in this room to, you saying that sparks her idea, and she comes over to one of the barrels and just like that has a little tiny hole in it. She like pulls out the lid and just a whole bunch of adventuring gear just falls down. She's like, I saw one of them put it in here. This is a log here. And she started
like
getting all of her
trails
stuff
for them to grab the stuff.
Okay. You notice that there's like a bow, there's a warhammer that was actually leaned against the side. Bags, stuff like that. Morwen hugs her bag very close. She's like, I've missed you the most, and like kisses her bag. She goes, what? It's a magic bag.
It's her bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
They get beat up, we save them, they get all the money. Classic.
Just waiting for it.
That's okay.
Who doesn't know
They're
that?
adventurous.
I mean,
they're adventurous
Not
too.
to have
I
a
mean,
throwback to episode 1, but that is our big stipulation.
Okay,
That
guys.
is like the whole thing we have issue with.
You are saving their lives. They're not just gonna take all the money and go.
sure.
We
We'll
don't know
see.
that.
We'll see. We'll see.
Pointedly.
Oh my goodness. All right, what are you guys gonna do?
I mean,
I
It
think it's
would be a
time to get
risk.
out of here, really.
It would be a risk to go back. We could get some more supplies, but I don't know.
I think more when honestly stuffed her pockets full enough to share an ample amount with all of them.
Yeah, perhaps.
You can hear the jingle jingle everywhere she walks.
So you see her stuffing it in her bag of holding.
Let's see.
Guessing that she's not going to share, never mind.
The only thing is that we don't have. I'm tapped. I don't have a way to destroy the portal, and if anything that's left inside that portal is something that could maybe some of the Jackalwares would use, but it could also get back into the hands of the Heralder.
What would the hell have to do with money?
I don't know, but I assume it costs a lot of money to get a false Hydra under a city.
Suppose so.
I see, finance the war effort, or whatever it is that's going on. They were talking about preparing for battle, according to Morwen.
Yeah.
Morwen, how much money do you want? Do you think you can fit it all inside that bag of holding?
I can fit 500 pounds worth of money in here.
Yeah, you probably could hold about all of it.
I say let's go back to the room. The less we leave for the Heralder, the better.
All right, let's go.
All right, I'm just
By
gonna.
the way, as we walk, is all of that money? I mean, what's that weird bluey stuff?
Platinum?
Is that what it's called?
Yes, it's worth quite a bit. It's
Well, how much? Is it more than gold?
It's worth 10 gold. Just one is. You grabbed because I don't know how much she grabbed, but you grabbed 2 platinum worth of money.
Oh, really? Oh, that is so weird. I did not know that. I'd never seen it before. She's kind of like, oh, like you see the realization on her face.
No, I'd never seen platinum.
Writing that down.
Okay, I moved you guys back into the garden area, and when you come in, Orwin's like shushing you guys as she's like refilling her water skins and all of her friends' water skins with this.
Merilla also does the same.
Douse will dip his bracelet in as well as taking his own drink.
Okay, I forgot that at the end of last session we were saying your bracelet was warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Douse, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me real quick.
Nuri's also gonna fill her thing with magic water.
Okay.
That is a 10.
A 10. Okay. You're gonna take 8 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
As you had felt that during this time you were being like drained. As the sight of the water, you can feel how dry your mouth is and how you're not even sweating right now. You are just like feeling very dehydrated. It's like your tongue is sand right now. And your arm looks a little like scrawny, a little weaker right now. That is attached to the bracelet.
Okay.
But as you dip the bracelet in, a lot of the it starts lapping up water basically. The effects of what happened are still on your arm and you can still feel them. But the bracelet seems to be satiated for now.
All right. And then I would take a quick drink for myself that had healed people. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, and you get healed for all of that.
It's not regular water, though, so he wouldn't jump in.
Thank you for that message, Merilla.
I was just curious, just wondering.
Mm-hmm. Yes, the answer is yes.
Gotcha.
My spelling is really bad, but All right.
Oh.
Yes.
These personal chats.
So good. Anyway, sorry.
Why, you liked the message?
Yeah, she's the
Alrighty.
only one who got that message. It was a private message between them.
Yes.
So sad.
DM and one player message. Yeah.
Sad times. All right.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
is everyone filled up? Who wants to fill up? If that's the case.
I'm giving
we
you a
should head
thumbs
out.
up, Merilla. Okay.
Go through the portal again.
Alrighty. Okay, let me just copy.
How much did Douse heal off of the water?
You
That was
get to roll
3d12.
3d12.
Oh,
And once you enter the treasure room, Morwen just like grabs her bag and just starts like scooping and like kind of like a lawnmower, just like going in lines.
Nuri's gonna be grabbing platinum while she's like looking for books or scrolls.
Okay.
Yep. Go for the
You-
highest gold stuff.
Okay. I will let you know later what the scrolls are, but I'm going to say you find about 10 scrolls.
Nuri's holding those.
Nuri's paradise, arms just stuffed with scrolls. I want to picture that. Megan, you should draw it.
Picture of Nuri just like with scrolls. Happy
All
day.
the scrolls.
Biggest smile you've seen on Nuri.
Douse is gonna be playing kind of guard duty because he's like, oh, I got what I needed.
Hmm.
I mean, I have some money. You might grab an extra handful of that, but still, like,
Okay. For
So Marilla's
the-
gonna try to help like shove stuff into rows so that it can be like more neatly just funneled into the bag of healing. While she's doing that, can she get a number of platinum pieces on top of the 20 gold that she got before?
Yes. So everyone gain an additional 40 platinum. I know, I'm just dropping money on you guys right now.
We'd be rich.
No complaints.
No complaints. You've been starved of money this entire campaign, and now.
woohoo!
And to think, this is not quite a dragon sword, but it definitely is a horde.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Amaris is going to be looking for like any more apparel stuff.
You do not see any more apparel stuff.
Dang.
As all the money is now being vacuumed up into the bag holding. There's a couple
People
of
Marilla's
suddenly start
gonna
hearing the
like
noise
shut
of
off her
bagging.
pack to make stuff easier. Especially with the cloak, it's a little bit awkward.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna set it nearby the portal.
Okay.
But yeah, she's
Um,
like helping with that stuff.
Alrighty. Well, anything else while you guys are in here?
How much are we able to fit into the bag?
I'll say you can get like the majority of it. There's just like a little bit left that's like sprinkled on the ground.
Cool. I'm curious to know what Dusty's doing.
He's just kind of gathering some gold. He's placing it inside of his bag. Or not gold, but he's just kind of like picking up spare platinum here and there.
Okay, high or low, Dusty?
High. I also think I missed a high or low for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like I missed one.
You picked high?
Yes, high.
Okay, if it's high, you know, something. Nope.
It was low.
It was low. So sad.
Mm.
Amaris, high or low?
Low.
Low? Watch, it's gonna be high. Da, da, da. Oh, it's low again. Okay, cool.
You rolled the exact same roll.
I know.
3.
Double threes. Okay. As Merilla is bending over, you know, because she's constant like bending up and down to help like shuffle stuff, move the gold and money and whatnot into better, easier vacuuming arrangement. That was way too complicated. Behind her in a space that doesn't have anything, it's like where Morwen has already vacuumed up, you see something shiny fall, and it's there like when she walks away. It's bluish tinted.
I'm going to go over and pick it up.
Okay. You go up, and at first you kind of think it's like another platinum piece, and it's kind of bluish tinted, but you see it has a funny like shape to it.
I'm gonna pocket it.
Cool.
Roll history.
All right,
Megan.
we're gonna do Baby Dice's first
Baby Dice.
roll. Shout out to Roxy Bird who gave me this.
Aw.
Roxy Bird MVP.
Okay, that plus
How many MVPs?
history.
I can see Sierra's face is like, what the heck?
I don't know about it. I don't know, but I know what it is.
Okay,
it's a
it's-
scale.
That's an
Sarah,
11.
She's
at 11. Okay, you can recognize it as a scale.
Yeah,
And her
I'm still
Nuri is
pocketing
dying
it.
right now. I'm sorry, Megan. What'd you say?
I'm still pocketing it.
Also, Douse, did you see my message?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said there's just a few coins left on the ground, Emily, like scattered around.
Yeah.
I'm using Mage Hand to just sweep it all up. Like,
Okay.
leave nothing in this room. That is Nuri's goal.
Rob them blind.
Yes.
Okay.
That's smart.
You can take it. Gain an additional 5 platinum and 10 gold. And 1 copper, surprisingly.
Everyone
Just a
needs a little
singular
change.
copper.
Okay. Anything else anyone wanted to do in this room before we move on? No, we're good. Okay, Gucci. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading a note that was sent.
Have my snakes disappeared yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
It is getting close to time.
Maybe we should have brought the other Jackaware with us, because now he's a witness to everything. Oh well.
Just kill him before we leave.
Ooh. Mama
Pretty brutal.
Nuri is very
It's turned into
bloodthirsty.
assassin Mama Nuri. I don't know.
Douse. Thank you for the message. As of right now, you just feel the presence of Not your patron, but I guess wait. I have to think. Okay, we're gonna refer to the water or like to the bracelet one as your
Fathomless?
patron. Yes, the
Oh, yeah.
fathom. We're gonna refer to it as patron, and then your deity or your goddess is Junipass.
Mhm.
Okay, we need to make sure we separate the terminology. The things that are going on with the two women, or the three
Yes.
women if you count Dane.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
they were just starting to date, you know?
just the beginnings. All right, so you remember that throughout the entirety of you guys being in this dungeon, you felt the presence of your patron, the Fathomless, in your mind throughout the entirety of this dungeon. It seemed to be sitting there just watching. As you guys are in the treasure room, or as you guys, sorry, not the treasure room, as you guys were in the room that had Cleo, you could sense an air of unease from her. But other than that, she does not speak to you or say anything. She's there. She's watching.
Okay.
And with that, we are just going to copy. And we're going to move you guys. You guys are managed to be able to get out of the dungeon. The den. It basically was a dungeon, but you guys managed to make it out of the den safely. And as you do so,
Question.
yes.
As we walk out, this person's been injured already, correct? From the
Who?
fireball?
This guy, he has been.
As we walk out, because like they've been talking about how it's gonna end when we get out of the den, she's just immediately gonna cast Hold the Dead on him.
Oh gosh. Okay. Wisdom saving throw?
I believe it's actually a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
We'll double check.
He got a 7 for Constitution.
That's not what I meant to roll.
Oh, it looks like it says
Okay.
Wisdom.
Try to see.
If it was
Yeah.
Wisdom, it's a 5. Either way, he fails.
You failed.
Cool. So it's 2d12. "13 points of necrotic damage."
Okay.
That won't be enough, but just as we walk out.
You cast that, and he kind of like grips onto like his head, and kind of whines, and he just like looks at you guys and just shakes his head and holds out his hands, and he's like, "I don't want any part of this. I'm gonna go. I don't want any part of this." And he starts like running back into the cave, into the den.
How hurt does he look?
Not very hurt.
Okay.
Just let him go.
Yeah.
Merilla doesn't do anything.
We don't need to chase after him. There's already the one that was turned into a chicken who's going to let the Jackawares know that we were there and what we did. So
On that note, your snakes just and the one with the ribbon, Sally the snake, the sash that she was wearing just falls onto the ground, onto the sand.
Dusty kind of like picks up the sash and he
Bye,
tosses that in his
Sally.
bag too. And the goat is still here, but Dusty says, and with that marks an hour. So the chicken isn't a chicken anymore. It's a
We should
Jackaware
run.
again. Yeah. That would be good.
Be nice if the sand pirates came for us.
We still have our
Oh yes! Oh my gosh, the mantas!
yeah.
All right, let's. I say we quickly load up and we head out.
Douse, that ring that you found, did you put it on?
No, he kind of just threw it in his pocket.
Oh, okay, then nothing happens. Alrighty.
Better run.
You guys are running.
Merilla, she like leaves the like whatever overhang of rock, and she, like we have the sky again. She just like stops for a moment and just appreciates the open space.
I love that.
Right. Let's get on to these mantas. They should still be saddled up. If they're still there, actually.
They are still there.
Dusty's gonna open the walls he made up a little bit on this side so that we can get through.
Mm-hmm. You do so, and the mantas are still chilling there. They seem to be actually sleeping. You hear just like low purrs. The baby manta is like on top of its mama, and it's just like purring.
Very cute. Dusty will kind of walk up, and he's gonna like walk up to the one that's closest to the exit, so the mama one, and he's going to kind of pet the top of it and to try and gently wake it up. And he's even gonna say, he's like, it's time to get up.
It does wake up. Its little antennas are kind of like flicking around. You can sense some sort of understanding as it kind of nudges the other manta beside it, and then that one nudges the one next to it, and
The chain reaction.
And they all come out.
Okay, how many seats do we have?
3 in each sled, and there are
in
3
each sled.
sleds.
Okay. 1, 2. I'm just doing quick math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Oh,
7, 8,
perfect.
9. Oh, perfect. We'll just leave
With the
the
Sounds
dead
like it was
body, we're
planned.
good.
Yay. Is that perfect? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, no, it's
Well, you
exactly
have the
perfect. We'll
goat
just
with
leave
the dead person.
Yeah, we'll leave the goat.
Yeah.
The dead person will saddle up, but
Because it's still perfect.
yes. The goat can
3
walk.
Valkyrie, the 3 girls, and then there's Dusty and Douse and the dead body. That's 9. It's perfect.
Dang, okay. All right, so what is the riding order? Is there only, 3 or 4 working drivers among you?
I can't drive.
Yeah. I
Nuri
can
can.
drive.
Very well.
Yeah, Marilla's a very good driver. I remember that.
Yeah.
Douse can drive, Dusty can drive.
Okay. So Marilla's
Yeah.
driving one, Dusty's driving one.
Dusty's
And I'm
kind of-
driving one.
The goat's gonna kind of put the corpse inside of Dusty's carriage.
Okay.
I mean, I would be helping move the corpse, so yeah.
Okay. So who is riding with what manta? Here, I'm gonna separate the mantas a bit,
Merilla will
and
probably go with the Valkyries.
okay, Morwen will
Douse would
stick with
try to go
you.
with the mother again because he's made a bond, but if Amaris is adamant of going with that, he wouldn't push too hard.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said.
I said Douse would try to go with the mother manta ray and the child because they've been going so long, but he would also not. If he were already headed there, he wouldn't confront. He'd be like, "Okay, I'll take the other one."
No, you definitely have the best bond with that one, so I'll leave you to that.
All right.
Okay, so Douse will drive that one. These 2 will join Douse on that one. Amaris, if you wanted to be with either Dusty or Merilla.
I'm driving.
Oh, is Douse taking
you're
the
driving.
Valkyries?
I thought
Marilla was
I
doing
thought I
that.
was driving.
We have 4 drivers and only 3 rides, so one person's not driving.
Okay, I'm confused. Okay, yeah. So who's not driving?
I think it's Amaris, because Dusty's driving one, and then Amaris said that the bond with the Mama one is good with Douse, and then Merilla is just really good at driving. So I think Amaris is going to be joining someone in the caboose.
Okay then. Amaris is going to be in whichever one Nuri's in.
It's split up though, so we can't both be in one.
We
There's
can
also
move
like
the
a fun-
if you guys move the
tortoise.
dead person to Marilla's, she can chill with her partner, and then you guys can be together.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like
Man,
a plan. Let's do that.
there we go.
More logical, anyways. They'd probably want to have their dead companion with them.
Yeah.
We're good. We'll just
Alrighty.
leave the goat here.
Yeah, the goat's just gonna chill.
Bye,
And then-
goaty
Bye,
McGoat
goaty.
face.
Hope
Hope you find you dead.
Okay.
Part 2.
Alrighty. Without further ado.
Hey, look, there's 2 zombies in the corner.
You guys come out to yeah, there are 2 zombies in the corner.
Also, just so you know, Emily, I don't have a token on the map.
Oh no, you do.
Where? Oh, Dusty was on me. Never mind.
There
I
you
moved.
go.
You can go back, Dusty.
How do I change my layer?
Sorry about the yellow circle. For some reason, I'm not finding the aura setting on Merilla anymore, so that yellow circle around is just staying there. It's awkward.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm not
Neither
seeing
do I.
Okay, I guess it's just me then.
Okay, I fixed it.
Okay.
Also, I cannot figure out with this new toolbar how to get to other layers.
too complicated. Revert the update. Revert the.
Uninstall.
I'm already calling to revert the update. That's just any game. Whenever there's an update to a video game, everyone wants it reverted. And then they get used to it and they're fine.
Well, as we're driving,
Yeah,
Nuri's
that
gonna
sounds
just be
good.
looking at her scrolls and be like, "Ooh," and they're like, "Ooh."
Roll for car sickness.
There's
Blood sickness.
roll for car sickness.
If you
My
start
sister gets
casting,
car sick whenever she reads while driving.
if you're channeling detect magic, I can have you detect the magic on my staff as well.
Alrighty.
She's not casting any magic. She's just reading the scrolls.
Okay. And I will give you those what the scrolls are in between sessions. As for, is there anything? Where are you guys headed?
This is a good
I
question.
assume back to
Closest
the
town.
town.
Yeah. Should
Yeah.
we
Well-
head towards Dragonsdale?
I think the town would make as a good stopping point just to. I mean, there's water there, there's shelter there, kind of like a.
But the other
Pre-made
town has
camp.
the diamond, which for either the guildmaster or the Valkyrie, they're gonna need. We're already
Yeah, down to the
halfway
north.
there.
Oh yeah, that's
South.
true.
We should
Dead
probably
We'd have to
South.
talk with the
about it.
Valkyries
That's a good
about that.
idea.
Who knows? Maybe they have 2 diamonds. Ooh.
So you guys get away to
Double
a
platinum
good
for it.
spot by a rock with a familiar cave in it that you guys have molded. And and it's a good stopping point. You don't see any jackalwares coming after you.
There's no
It is-
sandworms.
There's no sandworms. It's about midday. You guys are tired.
It'd be good to rest here.
I agree. If we want, I can break up some of I still have some biscuits. I don't have any cooking utensils, I think, for lunch. Yeah, I got some biscuits
he
and
really looks to try it out to you,
I
doesn't
have a
it?
pie. Douse brings out his apple pie from. Oh, what is that bakery?
Oh,
Belfries.
yeah, Belfry Bakery.
Per-
Yeah,
it's
Belfry's
perfectly
Bakery.
intact.
You still see like a little bit of steam coming off of it. Just like it was freshly made.
Yeah,
I
that
only have the
baker's
one.
bag is so good.
But let's have a slice.
Sure.
Which is good. I'm gonna go up to the Valkyries and
As they are now eagerly eating pie.
Oh yes.
if you'd allow me, I would love to extend the amount of time you have to resurrect your friend.
What?
Can we
What do you
appreciate the
mean?
character growth?
So
Well-
let me.
I know a necromantic spell called Gentle Repose, which will still the process of her decaying body
It
for 10
won't.
days.
It won't turn her into a zombie or anything.
Oh, no. It just pauses the body in a state where it doesn't continue to decay for 10 days. And then to be able to do the lowest resurrection, you can only do it within 10 days of the person dying. So essentially you'll get 20 days from the day she died.
That would be wonderful. This is the elf
Wonderful.
talking. Sorry. That would be wonderful.
Okay, yeah. Well, don't mind me. It'll just take a couple minutes. Grab the body and drag it away.
Drag it away.
Like
Drag
into
the body
the
away.
tunnel
Hmm?
cave thing.
Yeah, they help you bring
Further
it
in.
in.
Then I'm gonna ritual cast Gentle Repose.
Okay,
So also be
perfect.
keeping an eye out for making sure it doesn't come back to life.
Alrighty. So now you guys are eating apple pie and
Marilla's actually eating her ration.
okay, not the pie.
Yeah, actually, the spell keeps them from becoming undead too.
Hey, there we go.
Cool.
Gentle Repose is being cast.
Yeah,
And there
Dusty
we
doesn't
go.
get any pie, just so you're clear.
Dawson cut it into 10, so no, he cut it into 9 equal pieces. So there's
Okay.
like just 2 slices that are gonna be sitting in the pie tin when he gets back. You're like, what?
More for you.
Also, after Nuri's done casting this spell, until we get on the road again, she just start ritual casting another spell to identify all the items they found. And she wrote down who took what, so she'd ask for the item they took, identify it, give it back, tell them what it did.
Well, if you guys want to right now, since you are resting and you have time, you can just pile up all of the stuff that you guys just kind of snacked, because I know you just kind of grabbed it all. Put it all together in a pile, do the identify stuff, and then you guys can divvy it out how you see fit. How does that sound?
Good.
Okay.
They need to come up with like a mass identify spell.
Yeah, I can only identify one thing
Yeah.
at a time, so it still takes her a heck of a long time.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Morwin just can. She has a magic item that allows her to help identify, so she'll help. For the sake of the story. So you guys aren't sitting here for hours.
Yeah.
All right. So I will tell you the names and generally what they do for each of these items. Just write down, I guess Sierra is going to be writing this down. Write down the names. You can look all of these magic items up online. They're from Griffin's Saddlebag. Okay? Ready?
Okay.
Marilla's
Okay.
gonna be watching as you identify the piggy bank.
Okay. Alrighty. So the first one is called Cactus Mace. It is a this magical weapon's head is an enchanted cactus that rapidly regrows its missing needles. The first target hit by this weapon on each of your turns takes an extra 1d4 piercing damage from the attack. So yeah, so the cactus head regrows its needles and stuff. All right. Now the red sash that was tied around the snake, it is called the chroma cloth. I will also type these. Chroma cloth. This silken cloth is enchanted using a unique blend of abjuration and evocation magic, allowing it to be used for a number of purposes. At any one time, it can be one of the 4 colors: red, yellow, green, or blue. You can change the color as an action. You can wear the chroma cloth as a headband or a wrap to gain resistance to the damage type associated with the cloth's color. Once it reduces the damage taken in this way, it can't do so again until the following dawn. The cloth can be fashioned to be an effective sling as well. So you can use it kind of like David and Goliath, a sling. Ammunition fired from the sling deals damage of a type matching the cloth's color instead of bludgeoning. So it's red right now, so it will deal fire damage if you like threw a rock with the sling. Or if you tie it around yourself, it gives you resistance to fire damage. Okay.
But just one time, right? For one attack?
Until the following dawn.
Yeah, it can only.
Oh, until the following dawn, not just once, and then it recharges. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's you take one hit, and then the next day you can take one more hit with a resistance.
Oh, okay.
Until
So
the
I didn't
next
get
day,
it right the
and
first
then
time.
yeah.
Thanks.
The next one is called the coil crook. Okay.
What item is that one?
This one is the smooth red staff. So this staff is actually made from a rigid length of rope. You can speak the staff's command word as a bonus action to cause it to magically loosen and turn into a 10-foot length of decorative silken rope. You can speak the staff's command word again as a bonus action to cause the rope to untangle itself and become a solid staff form once more. It can
What
be
was
used.
the name?
It's called Coil Crook. I'm also putting all of the names into the Roll20 chat. Coil Crook. So basically, you can use this as a spellcasting focus. You can also use it to, as an action, you can cast the rope trick spell from it using the rope that it is, as for the spell. And then once you cast that spell, you can't cast it again until the next dawn. So the next day. Have some cactus juice with the mace. I love that. Just
Cactus juice.
The cactus juice. Ooh.
Quenchiest.
Yeah, so the quenchiest. So yeah, so the coil crook is just rope, basically. Okay, the next one is the scarf. It's called the Eldritch Scarf. Basically, So it says this dark scarf moves slowly on its own and is always wrinkled. The scarf hides an extra dimensional space within its folds that can only be reached while you wear it. The space holds 60 pounds of material, not exceeding a volume of 6 cubic feet. The scarf always weighs 1 pound regardless of its contents. When you place an object in this space, your hand vanishes into the scarf's loose folds. You can't retrieve items placed within the scarf with your hands. Instead, you can use a bonus action to mentally control the scarf, causing its frayed hand-like ends to reach within the space and retrieve a stored item. So, and then if you like flatten the scarf, all of the items get like squeezed out. Nothing living can go inside of it. If it's destroyed, the contents are lost forever. You can use it you can mentally control it to manipulate it to retrieve items and to like small stuff. And it's the same thing as if you put it inside of a bag of holding or a portable hole, a portal to the astral plane will open and both items will be destroyed because extra dimensional spaces and stuff. So that's the scarf. And then now for the silver diadem is called the Omen Bringer's Mantle that has the little raven on it. This raven feathered mantle is almost iridescent. While wearing this mantle, you have resistance to necrotic damage and descend 60 feet per round when you fall, taking no damage from falling. This one does require attunement in order to use. In addition, while wearing the mantle, you can use an action to cast the Find Familiar spell from it. When you do, the familiar takes the form of a raven. So it remains as long as you are attuned to the mantle.
It's perfect that Amaris has this because Nuri has her familiar and then the cousin twin thing, and now she is a familiar.
It'll work out. Well, you put it all into the pile, so you guys can pick and choose who gets what.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. So the next one is the little coin pig, the piggy bank. It is called the purse piglet, and it is my personal favorite among the items. Basically, this is just like for all intents and purposes right now, it just looks like a piggy bank with nothing in it. But when you drop a coin into the piglet and stopper it, the figurine springs to life. When it does, it imprints on you and considers you its owner. The owner can hold and gently shake the piglet, causing it to oink happily and magically know how much money is inside of it. Once alive, the piglet happily eats any coin handed to it, storing it inside. The piglet will spit out exact change when you or an ally asks for it, even converting them into larger or smaller denominations. The figurine can only hold coins, and it will spit or sneeze out anything else you place inside of it. The piglet squeals with glee and prances about excitedly when you deposit or feed it coins. The pig can eat up to 1,000 coins of any denomination every hour it spends eating them. It will eat electrum pieces with less enthusiasm.
That's so
we are
detailed.
giving that one to tax.
It remains the same. It remains the same size regardless of how many coins are inside of it. The piglet is exceptionally loyal and will listen to commands given by its owner and other allied creatures of the owner's choosing. It walks beside you or its nearest ally as best it can, but vanishes into a pocket dimension if it is ever more than 30 feet away from one of you. Figurine can be summoned to you or another allied creature's location as a bonus action by saying the command phrase, "Come home, little piggy." You can tell the figurine to return to its pocket dimension using another bonus action to say the command, "Go to the market, little piggy." So it's really
this was
cute.
made for tax. We have to give it to her.
It's really cute. So there's a lot more like details to how the piglet reacts and stuff, but basically you can hold up to 1,000 coins inside of it. which is super
And
fun.
it's not like it technically can hold more than that, because every hour it can eat up to 1,000, meaning the next hour it could eat another 1,000.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's unlimited amount of money space in the space of pig that you can call and summon to different spaces, so your money's always safe. Pretty cool. Maybe a little too cool for a kid, but cool.
Hey, I think it's pretty awesome.
Merilla's sold on giving it to Tags.
I told you, it's my personal favorite item. Okay. Let me write down this next one. Okay, so the next one is called the Ring of the Sand Skimmer. Okay, and this is the ring that had the little tiger's eye stone on the top. So once you put it on, it becomes formed out of sand, basically. So it's the ring itself is sand that just ebbs and flows around your finger.
Water and sand.
Water and sand. While wearing this ring, you leave no footprints behind when you walk in sand, and you treat all non-magical difficult terrain in sand as if it were normal terrain. So that one's pretty fun. And then Merilla, you already have the Sandstorm Dancer, which is the cloak.
Yeah.
The next one is the one that looked like a walking stick, the staff there. Megan, you should say your comment.
With the combination of water and sand, you shall make mud.
Basically.
He's technically like a mudbender, you know, waterbender.
There you go, mudbender. Alrighty, so the walking stick is called the Staff of the Mirage, which is one that you have to attune to, and it can only be attuned to by a wizard. So this magical staff has 10 charges and regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. So basically, you can use an action to expend one or more of the staff's charges to cast the following spells, and each of the spells have a certain amount of charges in order to cast. But you can cast Disguise Self, Hallucinatory Terrain, Invisibility, Mirror Image, Mislead, or Silent Image.
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, only a wizard can attune to it, so it would be something that only Nuri can use. Unless one of you guys leveled up in wizard. Okay, and the last one, last but not least, is the rapier with the one that Megan's super excited for, with the little sand hourglass hilt. It is called the Time Piercer. This is the most rare out of all of them. It does require attunement. Oh, I should probably write that into the thing, the Time Piercer.
I like how the Prince of Persia analogy still lives.
It does.
That's
It is,
great.
basically. Prince of Persia is such a good movie.
It's such a good franchise. It's just great.
Okay, so pretty much this item appears to be a sword hilt that has a small hole on either end of it. The hilt is made of clear quartz and contains an hourglass with sand inside it. Despite the holes on the hilt, the sand never seems to flow out of the hourglass. You can speak the hilt's command word as a bonus action to cause it to form a thin blade of sand. The sand will spill out of the hourglass and circulate up to form the blade and the guard. You can speak the command word again as a bonus action to cause all the sand to return into the hourglass. While the blade is formed, you gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. While holding the hilt, you can use an action to cast either the haste or slow spell from it. You have advantage. You have advantage on Constitution saving throws you make in order to maintain concentration on a spell cast in this way. Once a spell has been cast using the hilt, it can't be used to cast that spell again until the next dawn. The sands in the hourglass move quickly while you concentrate on a haste spell cast in this way, and more slowly when you concentrate on a slow spell. So yes.
That honestly sounds a little bit OP, but that's flipping awesome.
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it.
Alrighty. So with that, you guys can divvy up loot. Because I know Merilla has a cloak. Megan
Yes, you didn't
has...
describe to us what that did, but you did drop
did
the
I
name
not?
earlier as this sandstorm dancer. You dropped that earlier.
Basically, it's a golden cloak that billows illusory sand around you when you walk or cast a spell. It also has like charges to cast spells, and you can cast blur, call lightning, create or destroy water, or hallucinatory terrain. Mm-hmm. So Merilla has that one. Megan has already claimed the Time Piercer. Nuri's the only one that can use the Staff of the Mirage. Anyone else have any particular claims on things?
I'll also pick the diadem.
The diadem? Okay. If everyone's okay with that, then yeah. I will say this, the Valkyries will not take any magic items. They will just take a portion of the money.
Majority of the money. It's all in their bag.
Well, they're also going to
Like,
they're probably going to give out a bunch of the rest of the money to the guild. So.
Oh, you sent us on this adventure? Yeah, we completed it. No, here, we'll give you money now. That's so funny. I'm really interested in that sash. Nuri, that changes different colors.
Yeah.
And this dusty old blue boy wants it.
You're on mute.
Am I really?
No, not
No,
you.
nope. Both Greg and I.
was like, wait,
I was gonna say, I said this
Greg and
earlier,
Dane were.
Douse is gonna be letting Greg take a first dibs on the stuff because he's like noticing that Dusty hasn't grabbed any magical items for a while. Cause he's thinking back to like, oh yeah, I bought all that stuff and all that, going back through all the magic items he has, and thus attributing like, oh, Dusty didn't get anything because of for some reason.
They'll probably take. Well, if the coil crook, if I can cast Shillelagh on that, then I'll probably take that. It's not technically made of wood, so the spell's component requirements aren't met. But
it's like natural fibers in the rope. I'd say you could, because it's got the natural fibers.
Then yeah, he'll probably take that, and he'll also see if he can get the ring of the sand skimmer. Not having to take make tracks is even better for him.
Mm-hmm. That was definitely one where I was like, it sounds nice for underwater and everything, but I swim. I don't leave footprints. And
okay, so Dusty has claimed the coil crook and the ring of the sand skimmer.
Douse will take the Eldritch Scarf, and if Merilla is really wanting that chroma cloth, he'll hand it over to her.
We'll take all on the ground.
So Merilla gets the chroma cloth. Douse gets the Eldritch Scarf.
He's gonna like start spraying it out, see if anything falls out as he's just like smoothing it out real quick.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything inside of it?
You smooth it out, and there is 10 platinum coins that pop out.
Walks over to the pig. Just put that aside, because if I wake it up, it's mine. I was just gonna give it to Dax.
Or did you put the coin in the pig?
He was about to, but he's like, I don't want to wake it up. I don't know.
So are you guys gonna give the pig to Tax?
I think we were all thinking about giving it to Tax. I was, Merilla was.
I
It
think
would
it's
just
really
be
adorable.
so cute, little Tax walking around with her little piggy companion, wink wink, and is talking to it, and it's like, oh, won't you do this for me? And my little piggy goes to market. It's adorable.
We
I
do
mean, we
have
also
to-
have other containing items. We don't technically need it for the money, but I mean, Nuri,
I
how do you
think we
feel
should
about it?
consult our parents first.
I suppose that makes
Because-
sense.
I mean, just one of those. If we're giving her to walk around with a bunch of money, I don't know how much of a target that would make her for thieves or something.
Well, it's not like other people are going to know about it. It's just an
It's a piggy
animated
bank.
little. I don't know what to call it. I want to call it China, but that doesn't exist in this world, or that term.
Animated pottery?
Porcelain.
Animated pottery piggy.
You're right, but if people see it eating money, they might try something.
Well, Tax is not an idiot.
Plus, also the pig can obey commands. So if you command it to attack anyone who tries to attack it or her,
Headbutt.
I
Or
don't
she
think
could
it
just
can.
send it to a different
Yeah, she could
dimension.
put it in its pocket dimension.
Mhm.
It
It's
can't
fairly
attack
proof.
on its own, though.
At least as
Well-
far as her money safety is concerned.
but it's technically pottery, so couldn't she just like
I mean, she could, but that would be really mean to the piggy.
Well, forgive me for being cautious, but I just think we should talk to her parents first. Make sure it's okay before we give her something.
Yeah,
Well, yes, that's a
sure.
given, but it's agreed to at least offer it.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah. Might as well.
You want to hold on to it, Douse, in your scarf?
No.
Well, it's
No.
not activated yet, though.
Still no.
Oh, okay.
don't kill the pig.
Well, it's
That
not
is-
activated, so it doesn't need to eat. It doesn't need to breathe, and it doesn't have its own pocket dimension yet. 'Cause it's not activated.
Here's the thing. Is Nuri asked that? Because Douse doesn't know about pocket dimensions going inside of other pocket dimensions.
Okay,
Emily requests a please safely don't.
so we didn't see the whole description, so I was assuming it was okay to put it in it. Because it's not activated and its pocket dimension is its own thing. It's not. Yeah, never mind.
But still, DM request.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say for safety's sake, I do not want to send the entire party to the astral plane. For
So if it
safety's
would have
sake.
been in the description that it would do that, then never mind. Nuri would not
Well,
have
I just
said
didn't
that.
read. I did not read out the entire description because it is
That's
a very
okay.
long description.
So if it will actually do that, then Nuri will specifically say, "Do not put it in the scarf," because then it will destroy both items. Which
And
Sierra
us.
was not aware of at the time she made that comment.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
Emily makes the request of no.
What does the chat say? No.
What should we do? Send the entire group to the astral plane right now.
Well, does somebody want this mace? Can
I
anyone
could
use
put
a
that-
mace?
I don't use maces. We can put that in the scarf for storage if no one wants it.
Dusty?
That's good.
I can use it, but it's not going to be as effective as a staff like this one. And he holds up the new rope staff he's got. I can empower it with my magic.
I
Well,
mean, we
can
could sell it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
All
good
right.
to me.
we'll hold on to it.
Oh, Douse, I've been holding on to this potion, but really it doesn't do anything for me. It's really not helpful at all. Here, have this haste potion. I think it's a haste potion. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those potions that we got.
I've been holding on to potion of speed. Here, take it. I can't use it.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys got a potion of fire breath, a potion of haste / slow, a potion
was
of
just a
sugar
potion of
speed.
Yeah, that's the one I have, I think, is the sugar speed. And I have a potion of climbing.
Oh no, it was a potion of sugar speed, and it was you got the haste effect and then followed by the slow effect.
Yeah. So here. It's not really useful for me. Moving faster in battle. I can't cast that many spells, even if I can move that fast, so it's not helpful.
Don't worry, I can punch that many times. It'll be good.
There were a lot of potions. Okay. With that, now that you guys have divvied out magic items, the Morwin is also going to hand out some more money to you guys. You guys are each going to get 100 platinum.
Cool.
Because never have to worry about money ever again.
I know, right?
Mm,
Douse has decided to go home and retire.
imagine all the inflation that we're causing.
Well, platinum is there's 1 copper, and then 10 copper is 1 silver, and then 10 silver is 1 gold, 10 gold is 1 platinum.
They were already made, so technically it's not causing them.
Basically, a bunch of people became extremely poor.
We're still flooding the market with money.
True.
Anyway, I only said it to be funny. I'm not being serious.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Where are you going?
Yes, to the town that might have the diamond.
To Deadstall? Are you all in agreement?
Suppose so. Did you know more in Deadstall there's apparently a diamond that's still around over there? You might be able to use it for your friend. I don't know where you want to go next. It seems that Deadstall is where we're going.
That would be good to get the diamond. We heard that it was one of the last places to have a diamond like that. Minerals.
I mean, now with all that money, you
very
could probably
scarce.
just buy one, but
Well, there's very, very few left. The whole resources are starting to disappear.
Yeah, we need to. Do we know the source of what is happening at the source of the diamonds and whatnot?
no. Wait, are you asking that in character or out of character?
In character to
Oh, okay.
the Valkyries and everyone.
Not sure. Some people are saying it's by magic. I believe it's probably by magic going on. Couldn't tell you. It's either someone's using magic to steal all the minerals. That was an idea that was tossed out, but I don't think that's actually happening because there would be a lot of precautions in place to stop that. Whatever is happening is almost depleting the minerals in the earth itself, depleting the resources and
Who is it that's speaking right now again?
this is Morwin.
Morrow?
She's the magic
Morwin speaking in? Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the magic expert. It's draining. It's as if if all the minerals of the earth are just being drained away or destroyed or
So it's not so much they're getting stolen out of the stores, but more of like the resources themselves in the mountains or whatever are not there anymore. Is that-
Yes, mines are drying
Okay.
up everywhere. Even some of the plentiful mines that I've heard up in the Sleeburg Mountains.
Yeah.
Really? The Sleepbug Mountains?
Mm-hmm.
Gosh,
Is that-
that's really bad.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna bring us to the map.
Yeah, I was
Marilla's
like-
gonna reach over and shake Nuri's shoulder, like gently, not like just like a little bit to get her attention. Oh, when earlier when we were inside the Jackware den, you were talking about yourself feeling depleted, didn't you?
Yes.
I
And it was
mean,
around Cleo specifically.
It was stronger there, but
And it stopped around the time we came in.
it didn't stop.
Was it
when you came
around?
in.
Was it around the time we destroyed the bracelet? Right when the battle started.
I can't say for certain. I just don't feel like I'm being drained anymore.
well, I eventually need to go through the. Sorry, what was the name of the mountains again? I'm
The
like,
Sleeburg Mountains.
yeah, I eventually need to go through the Sleeburg Mountains, anyways. I mean, this is way in the future, but I think it would be worth looking at that.
Mhm.
Stopping by there. But in the meantime, I guess we should go grab that diamond if we can.
Well, we'll head towards Deadstall for sure. If there's a diamond there, we'll use it.
I mean, do you guys even have transportation? Currently, I think we only have these 3 sleds.
Yes.
You all
We'll
could get on one of them, but the
well, we'll call a friend of ours.
In the middle of a desert?
Is he a sand pirate?
Yes, he is the sand pirate.
I think we met him. I don't think we will go to his name though. Is there a brother and a sister? They're both really quiet, like never talk, but somehow the Captain Guy understands them.
Yes.
Literally, eye
His
roll.
brother was named Roger, who died or didn't die.
No.
Okay, yes,
It
we did
was
get the name.
no. The twins were Tree and
Robert is-
Hyde.
The brother. The twins are different. I was talking about the name of the boat, the Jolly Roger, who's named after their brother who died or did not die, maybe.
That's
because
right.
they refused to say anything, but maybe. Nuri's like
Maybe.
literally.
So mad.
Yeah.
Yes, you can see she's visibly mad about this. And every time she said maybe, she's like,
Morwen just laughs and she goes, "We loved Hook and his crew."
That's what his name was.
There was Hook, there was Smee, there was Tree and Hyde. The
Can't believe I
twins,
forgot their names.
and then
Windy.
Windy was the
the window elemental.
wind
Yeah,
elemental.
No.
Windy.
Is it bad that I am just now putting to where you got the names from?
We'll let you decide that.
It was like previously, so I was like, oh, completely separate. And Douse is on his side, so like, okay, Hook, whatever. Like the names. Now, like,
And now you
click.
understand the Jolly
Now
Roger.
now I feel silly.
5 episodes later.
So Dusty is going to point out, well, we did offer to go gather a gemstone for the guild master, who
yes.
was slain a little while back. So it might be best for us to head that way as well, since it's close now.
They might have 2
Offered
diamonds.
the possibility.
Well, if there's only one gem there, Morwen says, We would like to use it for our friend.
Plus, there's still Dane that we need to think about as well, who's dead.
Well,
Not
Dane's
dead.
not dead.
Dane is not dead.
She's in a
She's
coma. They used the last diamond that was in Dragondale to resurrect her.
Okay.
We had a whole like mini
coma.
arc about this.
We did. I don't know why I was processing that she was dead.
No,
but
that's okay.
Yeah, that's right. It's coming back to me, the whole bring her out of the
Okay.
thing.
I
was
actually have an
just
image for Dane.
We're kind of due for like a recap episode, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we
Dane, would
are.
you like to see? This is the image I have for Dane.
Oh my goodness, I'm hot. Wait, she's hot.
No.
Wait, where did you send this picture? I didn't see it pop up on the
It's on the
thing.
map.
It's on the
On the
map?
map.
Where?
On the map.
Oh!
On the map. Made it big.
Oh man.
Ah.
Nice. Good.
All of this is just. This is not coined by me. This is just images, inspiration images. So, if you
Well,
would like to
so
draw
then-
images of characters,
Hats
So
off to
where
the
are
artist,
we?
because that is an amazing.
yes, hats off to that person, whoever drew it.
Yeah, whoever they be. Really good.
Hats off to you. You're amazing. And thank you for making it free for people to use. You're amazing. Anyways, yes. So the plan for the Valkyries is they're gonna hitch a ride with Hook on the Jolly Roger to go to Deadstall to get that gem.
We don't
Yeah.
know that there's not a second gem there. But if they're going there, they have a lot of money. They could just buy the second gem and then bring it to the Guild Warden.
I suppose that's
If
true.
there is a second one. And it would be better to bring their friend back because she has a longer amount of time to be resurrected. It's been, I guess it's only been a couple days since the Guild Warden died. Actually,
It's been like
No.
a week.
it's been past the amount of, she needs a higher resurrection now. The low resurrection will no longer work for her, which
Huh.
means a more expensive diamond is needed.
See.
Well, do we know what kind of diamond they have over in Deadstall? If that is one that would be for the higher resurrection.
No.
We don't know.
Regardless, it's still only one use.
It is, but that would change whether it's even usable for the warden versus.
I think at least in terms of proximity, the Valkyries already have dibs on it. If we're all going, might as well take it. Regardless of whether it would be work for higher resurrections and all that stuff. Looks at Nuri because she's like, I don't really know much about this. Hair flip.
Hair flip. It's true. We don't know if the diamond would work for a higher resurrection at all. So if we don't go to Deadstall, where do we go? Do we go back to the Guild Warden and collect our reward for handling Cleo? Or do we head to the Alchemist to get answers?
Might want to stop
That's
by
a good point.
Dragondale because we do have to return these mantas to the flock. We did promise that. I promised that.
Yes.
I think as far as the reward goes, the Valkyries are probably going to go back to Dragondale. I personally don't have a problem for them getting it, especially since it was almost technically their operation first, and our operation was just to go follow after them to figure out what happened, which we did. There's a guild hall in this new place. That probably has a place that to pay us out, right? We don't have to go to the exact same guild hall because it's all the same guild.
Depends if they're communicating, I guess. I don't know.
Is that something we would know? Like if the guilds were worldwide or
Yes, so you know that it is a continental wide adventurers guild. It is the greatest one in Calenber and only one. Thank you, Sierra. You do know that they have a system of like having different guild wardens over certain areas. And for this like specific one, you would know that there would be a different guild warden in Deadstall. You would assume that they have a good amount of communication with the other ones, but also that would just be an assumption.
It is through the desert.
But you guys are like right about here.
Okay. That is a quite a long trip to go to the Versailles dynasty, or so be.
So let me tell you, so real quick, from a DM standpoint, what I have here, so these red markers on here, these red shields, those are quest markers. Okay. So I put one in Dragondale because that is to return the mantas. If you wanted to complete that, to return the mantas to the rest of the flock. Okay. Deadstall has one as a go and get the diamond. Steel Glen has one as a collector reward from finishing this Jackalware quest. And the Versailles Dynasty, I just kind of put it right over there because that is the investigate the rumors of the alchemist quest.
Well, I do really want to give Tax this piggy. So I am in favor of going back to Dragondale, although I really don't like this heat and would not like to travel in the desert again to go back to maybe Deadstall or whatnot.
Perhaps we can secure transportation around the desert if we go back to Dragondale or Steelglen.
That would take so much time. And, the alchemist, we only just barely heard about it.
But we don't have anywhere to start with the alchemist, so maybe finding out some reliable contacts we could get from the guild, since they are continent-wide. They might be able to tell us who we could talk to figure that things out.
Isn't this a newer person, the alchemist?
It is, but I assume rumors would spread faster through the guild than anywhere else.
You might be surprised what you find in taverns in the right spot.
I don't really drink. I wouldn't know.
We've stayed in already so many different taverns.
Fair enough. I was trying to sound.
Anyway, I think, I think we do have certain obligations in Dragondale that we can take care of better than if we go to Deadstall.
Yes.
And then from there, I do think our time will be best spent going after this alchemist.
If we have the Valkyries see if there's a second crystal, perhaps they could grab that as they return back to the guild hall. That way, they are able to secure that for the guildmaster, and then we could go stop by Dragondale.
Yeah, we can do that. We can, if there's a second one, we can make sure to retrieve it.
Right. Is everyone in agreement for this?
I think it's a good idea. Good plan.
All right. Sounds like a plan. We'll head off to Dragondale.
Head off to home base.
At this point, yeah.
Okay.
So how are we gonna? Oh wait, that's right. So you said you had to defend the sand pirates. I'll just help you. All right, good. Yeah. She's like, okay.
Yeah,
Well, do
sorry.
we rest here for the night, or do we hit the road some more and then sleep again? It's like mid-afternoon now.
I'm awfully tired, honestly. All that fighting, and this old lady can't take much more.
It might be best to rest here. We have this cave here that we were able to work with last time.
True, and the town is closer to Dragondale. It just make the Valkyries trip a little bit longer. So if we wait here for their friend, we could split off here.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Oh, and Douse, you know that all those refugees are in Dragondale with the rest of the flock, so you would just need to return them to Dragondale.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. If that's the case, then you guys can rest here. No fear of sandworms, no and you guys can start on your long rest. After which, once your long rest is completed, you guys are all level 6 now.
Yay!
We did it.
Woo! You did it.
Good.
So we'll just let you guys we'll say your long rest went well. You guys were all exhausted. So were the Valkyries. But in that case, when morning finally hits again, you see Morwen kind of like get up, and you just hear her like kind of like she puts her hand to her ear, and it seems like she's just casting message. Actually, with that one, it's like a coil or
Is
sending.
she casting
Yeah,
sending? Because message can only do
Yeah, sorry.
160 feet or
Sending.
something. Maybe even less.
yeah, sending.
Okay.
She casts sending. And she's like, "Hey, Hook, it's me, Morwen. Can we hitch a ride? This is our location. We're trying to get to Deadstall." Okay, thanks.
Does she
She's like,
still have bags under her eyes?
yeah, from exhaustion. It seems like she might need a couple more long rests to recover from her exhaustion.
That will happen.
Oops.
Yeah. She's tired. Alrighty. And with that, she's like, it'll be about an hour or two before they get here. You guys can leave if you want. Whatever you guys want to do.
It was nice meeting you, Morwen. You're a rather decent sorceress, if I do say so myself. Sounded southern for a second there.
It was very nice to meet a fellow sorcerer. You're very strong in your own right.
Thank you. Takes the compliment.
Wish you guys
I'm a
luck.
powerful sorceress indeed.
Thank you. Yes, of course. If you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out.
Appreciate
I'll remember that, Morwen. Of the Valkyries.
She nods to both you and Douse. And she gathers together with her party.
Is this after our long rest?
Yes, this is in the morning.
Okay.
Guys,
I can cast Lesser Restoration now.
That's going to be 4
Hey!
NPCs we call in for the DV.
Is anyone still, cursed? Anyone have
Well,
any
the
illnesses?
Dragonborn is still sick.
Okay. I believe Lesser Restoration can fix that.
Yeah, Lesser
And I'm
Restoration.
infected with something.
Well, you don't know that, though.
You don't know.
Yeah, does she have to roll tonight?
It wasn't a full moon.
Let me see.
The full moon came fast already.
One disease or one condition afflicting it. Yeah, so
Yeah, we've already passed the full moon. You're gonna have to wait an entire half a month for that, or is it a full moon?
Oh, cool.
High or low, Megan? Because we know they're werewolf things and they bit both of us. So
Yeah. Also, Megan, you did not get a very good night's rest.
I'm gonna go high for that high or low.
Just like scratching behind her ear like a dog.
You said
She's
high.
like,
Yeah.
So I
Starts
rolled
running in her
high.
sleep.
We know that they are werewolf type creatures. We've known this for quite a while. We both were bitten. So I think logically Nuri would be like, should probably make sure we aren't going to kill our companion. So she's actually going to cast Identify as a ritual on herself because it can identify a condition that's affecting me, and then Identify on Amaris and Identify on the sick friend. See what's affecting them.
On the sick friend, she is just extremely sick with like a really bad cold, basically. From horrible
COVID.
like it's COVID. She's got a really bad strain. She's got a really bad strain of COVID right now.
Well,
What was she eating?
This is like a really bad cold, really bad flu. It's COVID.
She's
Sorry.
got
So-
COVID.
after I identify her, I'll be like, she has a disease, not lethal, probably. It's like a cold, really, really bad.
Did she
Yeah.
eat any bats recently?
Oh my god.
Okay.
I caught one in my mouth the other day. Just kidding.
There for days, starving, you know.
Yeah, Dusty will cast Lesser
Eat
Restoration
anything.
on her.
Yeah. With your identify, you can identify that there is a strain of lycanthropy hiding in Amaris.
And what about for myself?
Yourself, you're clean.
Amaris.
Yeah. You might have gotten a bit of
you-
rabies, but no, just kidding, just kidding.
Amaris runs in her sleep
Power
while
tie Amaris
Nuri's
down.
floating.
Amaris, when you were bitten, you were infected. So you're kind of a jackalware now that hasn't turned.
We're
It's
like,
fixable, though. Magic can fix it.
Ah,
Sure.
What?
Dusty, try Lester Restoration, please. If you have another one.
I mean, I could try it. Yeah, he's gonna like put his hand up towards her and like touch her shoulder where she was bit and cast Lesser Restoration on her. Which,
It works.
Yeah.
You're now
Oh,
cured
good.
of lycanthropy. It was just so early on in the strain that like lesser restoration would definitely work.
Oh, good. You just like
I'll cast Identify again to double check. And
She's
once we get the
clean.
clear, I'm like, it worked. You're good, Amaris. See, I said magic could fix it.
Just let us know if you start
That was
having
40
a taste for
minutes.
blood.
Or have an insane desire to go fetch.
Someone throws a
Wait, wait,
stick.
Dusty, throw your staff.
Okay, wait. Can we please say canonically that that Amaris that night like turned around in a couple circles before she went to bed?
Preferably on her hands and knees.
Like, you okay, Mars?
Nice.
Yeah, I just can't find a comfortable spot out right here.
found it.
No. Here's what she's gonna do. I'm doing this in the standpoint of my dog. So she is going to like pace around in a few circles, lays down, and then immediately like flips over onto her back and it's just kind of like sprawled out.
Beautiful. That's how she slept last night, and it was not a very good sleep.
Despite all the cushioning from the sand.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Are you guys going to wait until you see Hook to leave, or are you guys going to just leave?
Well, that entire interaction was 40 minutes.
it
was ritual
That was
casted.
kind of like our goodbye.
Okay, okay.
That was 10 minutes checking her, 10 minutes checking Amaris, 10 minutes checking myself, 10 minutes checking Amaris again. 40 minutes.
Okay.
So we could head out now, or we can wait an extra 20 minutes for them. I say we get going because, I mean, sooner the better. But that is 20 minutes, so
20 minutes,
I can be.
yeah. I mean, it's
They're
only
like,
20
we don't
minute
mind.
difference. But I'm also okay not seeing them again.
The
pirates. I'm okay with that.
Nuri really had a bit bad of an intellectual clash with one of them, so understandably.
So we should head out then. Let's go.
I like them just fine. You should say Merilla says hi.
Will do.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for your help. We'll be on our way.
Well, thank you for your help.
Cars of Hope, just doing our business. Saving the day.
Yeah, you guys are definitely going to move up in rank once the guild hears of this. Which means more payout for quests.
I mean, that's nice.
Yeah, that is pretty nice.
We'll
be on our way.
Before you guys go, the one elf kind of like looks at Merilla a little like queerly, like kind of quirks her head a little to the side, and she's like, "How long have you had those markings?"
They're not tattoos. I've had them ever since I woke up.
Oh, since you woke up?
Yes.
Were you?
About 5 minutes ago.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I noticed them before, but with all the chaos and hecticness of getting out of there, I didn't quite mention anything.
I should clear ever since I woke up, meaning ever since I woke up and had an understanding of what was around me in general. So,
but you had to have
70 some years.
She has a concussion. She can't really remember her early childhood.
Well, my head didn't hurt when I woke up, by the way.
Still concussion symptoms.
How old were you when you woke up?
I think I was 12. I looked to be about 12 to them. I don't know, though.
Very interesting. I swear I've seen those markings before, but...
More like
was it on a dark elf? Was it recently?
It was on a dark elf.
Was it in the den?
Yes.
Merilla nods for her.
And have you seen one before that at all, or only in the den? Is that the first time it's happened?
I have to remember this chick's backstory real quick. No. That was the first time I've seen someone with those markings.
Same here. Other than
Very
myself,
queer.
of course.
Well, I don't want to keep you all, so you can head on out.
But you've never seen them anywhere else?
No.
And so I realized Nuri already asked that, but I thought
During all this, Douse is like making sure the mantas are all ready to go.
Okay. Which
as
also is
gone,
like watering them.
Yeah.
As soon
as
like
we have turned away or they have turned away, sorry, Merilla is gonna like glance, like, I don't know, she's gonna message Nuri and she's gonna say, I know exactly what you're thinking. The answer is no.
He'll look at her and be like, you don't know what I was thinking.
I'm a pretty good guesser sometimes, though.
What did you think I was thinking?
She recasts the message. I'm betting that you're thinking like you were earlier that I'm some sort of dark elf. And I'm definitely not.
That's not what I was thinking, actually. I was thinking she was kind of slow-witted, giving us information we already knew. It's a little disappointing.
That's valid. I also felt a little bit disappointed.
Nuri actually looks disappointed. I'm like, really? That's all you had to say?
Sometimes I forget how prideful Nuri is. And then she spits out a comment like that.
She's pretty prideful.
I thought you were going to start pestering me with different ideas and things that feel like accusations again. But now that I know that you're not, right, I'm sorry for assuming your thoughts.
It's all right. It's understandable.
So hold up. And now that, like, I'm assuming we're a little bit further apart away,
Walking
Merilla's
away.
going to start speaking out loud. So what do you think I am if not a dark elf? Do you think I'm anything? And then she's like almost like regretting it came out too eagerly.
Wait, you feel like when you're saying that, is it you feel disappointed that I don't think you're something else, or is it that you're like excited?
Well, now she's like curious, and she asked in like such rushed curiosity. She suddenly realized as she finished saying what she said that she said it, and she's like, "Well, crap! I've invited this to happen."
Well, if you were a dark elf that was changed to a human, that would require very high level magic to change your race, which is a magic, by the way, it is. But it would be strange that such an identity mark as these would stay. So probably not a dark elf, but maybe from the same place the dark elves come from. Maybe from the mist.
She says that over you like we just did over the mist. She says, "What is that?"
She's like, the mist. Their inheritance, they mentioned the mist. It's probably the mist.
Oh, they did. No, I was talking about the race the dark elves come from.
It might be the mist. I don't know.
The mist is a fog, not a person or...
But why would they say their inheritance is attached to the mist? That doesn't make sense. And you were found in the ocean, near the mist. They might not be from the mist, but it's highly likely that you are. Which means there is a high possibility you weren't originally a humanoid. You might have been something else that's larger and with a very teethy mouth with fangs or something. Originally,
You think I'm a monster?
Yes.
Originally, maybe. Not anymore. You're a humanoid. Maybe it's an effect from leaving the mist. Or maybe you were a sea monster that got close to the mist and then it kaboom. Now you're a humanoid.
Merilla's not laughing. She's looking at you in the same way she did before when we were talking and she detected your guys' thoughts.
Are you casting detect thoughts or just...
No. I'm just referencing to like her
She's
expression.
just contemplative.
She looks like sad and hurt that you think she could be a monster, basically, and even more hurt that like you're like really admitting it and that you seem to be like really believing this idea. Nuri?
Mm-hmm.
You sound pretty convinced I could be some awful thing.
Were, not are. I will admit I was pretty cautious of you like 2 days ago.
I understand that I'm a wicked person, Nuri, but that really kind of hurts. She
say you were wicked?
stomps off to the sleds and she is like ready to go.
I put my hands on my hips and I walk after Merilla, being like, I did not say you were wicked. I said a creature with teeth that is not wicked, and it was a were, not are.
What do those creatures do, Nuri?
Live normal creature lives, probably had a family, ate some fish, got too close to the mist, or came out of the mist and got lost on their way home when they were hunting fish.
Did you not hear the story from the two twins with the sand pirates? Tell me what the monster did, Nuri. Explain it. I know you're smart. You were listening the whole time. I saw you taking notes.
It destroyed their ship or something? No. One was carrying dead people on its back.
That was
That's
the man
not
parade.
bad. What
It destroyed the ship, destroyed the parents, destroyed the livelihoods and the families of millions of maybe other people.
But you could have been a manta ray carrying dead people. That does not mean you are wicked. Again, I don't know. These are just theories, and I'm pretty sure it's attached to the mist because the dark elves want their inheritance, which is attached to the mist, which doesn't make sense, but that's what they said.
I don't see what that reasoning has to do with me specifically still. She still looks really hurt.
Look, Merilla, it's been a very painful few days, and I have admittedly treated you poorly, and I want to apologize for that sincerely. Especially when I pulled a knife out on you.
That does need apologizing for, but the rest...
I am sorry for pulling a knife on you. I was already very rattled that morning because I thought I saw a dark elf in the shadows. And then you mentioned the Heralder, and you're the first person I have met outside of my husband and the two other dark elves I met that have mentioned the Heralder up to this point. So I was like, oh my goodness, you know what? The Heralder? That's bad.
No,
Nuri,
wait, upset. You didn't. What? I grew up with stories about the Heralder. What was...
Well, apparently my mother, who was dead, who I talked to when I was dead, said it was a bedtime story. But then that was again like 5 hours or so before the Heralder. So I was kind of freaked out. And I was very freaked out by you.
One moment. Is your mother a dark elf? Because you said the two other dark elves that you've met before.
No.
Yeah,
I have two different mothers, and both are dead, and neither are dark elves. They're normal elves, for the most part. The other two dark elves I met were on the same night that my husband left, and my son fell into a coma, because they came for my husband, and they talked about the Heralder.
They came for your husband? Nuri? I think we need to hear this story now. You've mentioned before that your son was in a coma, but you're not quite sure how it happened because you yourself got knocked out. Now you're telling us that two dark elves came for your husband, whereas before you said that he left. Was he taken, or did he leave?
He left. With them. All right.
On pain of death, or your death, or your son's death, or what's the story? I'm sorry, this is
I will give you all the story. Everybody listen up. I don't want to tell this multiple times. Nuri seems like she is all over the place, very frustrated, kind of angry, and like mixed emotions. You haven't seen her this riled up before, ever. She's all over. All right. First off, I'm sorry about the knife. Okay.
You don't
this is so
have to
hard.
share the story right now. I'm going to be honest.
Be quiet, we're listening.
Do you not see how distraught you've made her?
Do you not see how distraught she made me?
I know, but
it doesn't justify it, but I'm saying there's an equilibrium. The balanced everything. Looks at Dusty.
Yes, he's avoiding eye contact. He's not looking at you.
I know I'm getting in the middle of something I probably shouldn't. And
well, then cover your ears, go away.
No, Douse, stay. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful that you suggested right now is not the time because you recognize that I'm riled up. And I'm very grateful for that. You are very thoughtful of people. And I also owe you an apology because I've just been mean to you and killing people you left. And I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't think you owe him an apology because he literally left you there to die.
Never mind. Okay.
Listen,
I've killed a lot of people today. I'm tired.
This is a very high
yesterday
moment, and I think it would be better if we took at maybe 30 minutes to calm down before forcing any of this.
We can't
I'm
waste
gonna-
sunlight either. I guess we'll travel a little bit then, and then we'll hear Nuri's story.
Sounds like a deal. I'm gonna take a nap while someone else drives.
Amaris? Sounds like your job. Might round her up with my presence, so I'll ride with Dusty.
Yeah.
Right? Dusty kind of looks over to towards Douse and he says, "You coming with us?"
I mean, yeah.
Dusty nods and then he saddles up onto the manta.
To Douse's mind, he's like, I did make a promise to the goddess. I need to stick with this group.
Yep.
What? You made a promise to the goddess to stick with us?
That's how he interpreted the fact that he was vouching for you guys to bring him back. He was like, I have to make sure that I live up, like that things go well. At least for the time being.
Helpful.
Okay, well, with that, there's an awkward wave goodbye from the Valkyries as they are like,
Oh, I thought they already left. That's awkward.
Nope.
They're like,
Nope.
what just happened?
they're like, bye.
For
Grateful to
the
be out of your
tea.
hair. Have fun.
Team bonding.
The trauma. They've experienced our trauma.
Have fun storming the castle, yeah.
Part 2.
They go, bye, buddy. Hope you find your husband. No, just kidding.
Part 3.
And with that, you guys set off back into the desert towards Dragondale with a lot of high-strung tension and Nuri taking a nap. And with that, we shall conclude tonight's session. To be picked up next week, as we are now pretty much concluding the Jackalware arc, basically. So, what do you guys think? How do you guys feel?
Wow.
I want to just keep playing.
Yeah, well, not
Answer
the
every
only
time.
one.
Just keep playing.
That is the answer every time because it's always true.
Yeah.
Are
I'm
you sure
now
we can't do like
realizing
5 hours or like 6 hours or something?
I mean, with respect to the viewers, 4 hours kind of gets pretty long to listen. Even like when I'm doing other stuff, I'm like, wow, it's still going.
Yeah.
Oh,
Respect
well.
to the viewers and also respect to the dungeon master who works 2 jobs.
Yeah, that too.
Does
And
that
I'm doing an
include being a
internship right
GM?
now.
Like,
Hey.
Thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, we got magic items. We got gold. I'm happy. That's so
Yes.
good.
We've
You guys
got
got
we
lots
got
of
so
gold.
much platinum. We got so much platinum.
I totally thought you were gonna say so much lore, and I was like, yeah, but no, platinum too. Yes, yeah.
Yep. A bit of both. A bit of both.
Got all the monies. You never have to worry about money ever again. Actually, you probably will. But
Yeah, probably will.
um,
Oh well.
well, with that, anything you guys want to say to the viewers?
Love you.
Thanks for coming.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching
Sticking
and joining with
around.
us on the stream. We wouldn't be here without you guys. So we love you guys and we hope to see you again next week. Also, the YouTube version of this is being posted tomorrow. So on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. It's always going to be at 4:30 p.m. the following day of the game. So we love you guys and we hope you have a wonderful evening and a great weekend. So bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.